Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey Obodo fam. Good evening. Welcome back. Hey guys. Almoti. Hi. Uzo. How are you, darling? Welcome. Eyo. Very nice to see you. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Cynthia, baby. How are you? How is your week going, dear? I hope you are resting and, taking care of yourself. Thank you, sweetie, for all that you do. Welcome, everybody. Achowe Saloto, Obodo fam. Welcome. So I set this one up that we're going to have this chat, but I couldn't get to it yesterday. So today is our normal day of having the show anyway. So I said, okay, let us talk about this matter. This one, ó yà mí lẹ́nu. Oromiloju. In fact, I don't even know how to describe this one. It's a very, very shocking one. When I saw it on social media, it's like one of these things that you see and you're not quite sure if this is real or not. Every day we wake up, if you're on any social media platform, every day you wake up, you see different things. Sometimes, especially, there are two different social media. Cynthia, you're chilling, yeah, and relaxing. Yeah, that's good. You're off this week. Oh, that's good. Get some rest, girl. You need it. So there are two different kinds of social media, in my opinion. There's the whole wide world www social media, and then there is the Nigerian social media. The Nigerian social media is one of the weirdest, most fascinating, and just sometimes you don't even know what to expect when you wake up and pick up your phone and go onto Nigerian social media. And this story is like a super story, but Cynthia, it's not small. Guys, give us a thumbs up as you are coming on. Honestly, is really, this is one shocking one. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what? I had to read it a few times and like, is this for real or is this one of all these made up story that people just push all over the place? But apparently, it is a real story. Mhm. It's a real story. Honestly. Somebody said Nigerian Twitter is the one of the most. I'm not even on Nigerian Twitter because I think when you set up your Twitter, it's gonna put you in that group. So I think I don't get a lot of the feeds from the Nigerian Twitter. I'm not really active on Twitter, but so I don't see a lot of what happens on Nigerian Twitter. But here is one of the most very interesting. When you both say interesting in quotes, very interesting place. So I saw this one on social media and I decided, you know what? We've got to talk about this because we are all about relationship and marriages, right? Let's talk about this. Okay? So first of all, disclaimer, because I know some people, no matter what you say, they're always looking for ways to throw shade. And anyone who knows us on this platform knows that we are not about discrimination. We don't discriminate against anyone. To each their own, right? We have people here who have come out here to tell us about their orientation. It's nobody's business. I personally believe that whatever you do in the four walls of your bedroom is not my concern. So this is not about discriminating against any group of people. When other matters have happened on this platform and we've taken a stand, in fact, I got a lot of bashing for the stand I took when we were talking about Alex the last time. People were shading me on social media that I was trying to force something on somebody, on the family member and all that, all that story. I wasn't forcing anything, and we're basically talking a lot about tolerance, not even acceptance, because I don't think we are there yet. Africans are not ready for that conversation yet. So, and when you are in Rome, every wise person knows this. When you are in Rome, you've got to behave like a Roman. So if you are in Africa, please don't behave as if you are a Westerner. If you are in Africa, for your own safety, please behave like an African in Africa. Don't behave like you are in obodooyinbo, because there's just some things that will not sit well with a lot of people over there. So let me give you a quick rundown about this story. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for that disclaimer. Mm. Yeah, just listen to this and then I will tell you why we're even doing this story in the first place. So this is the story of a trans woman, right? So if you don't understand what trans woman means, it means a man who was born biologically as a man, but now lives as a woman. So on this platform, we usually say when we are asking questions about relationship, when you meet somebody, you need to ask them some question. What gender are you born in? What gender are you now? You need to know. I mean, when we say those things, it seems like a joke, but my people, it's not a joke. Oh, these are in this modern day dating relationship matters. You got to ask questions. You got to ask these questions about gender. Very important because for all you know, you might just be dating the gender that you are not inclined to date. So this, I don't even know what to call her now or him. Okay. So the person that we're talking about was born as Emmanuel Nwanlusi. Nwanlusabi Nwanlusi. That's the name, that's the surname. So that was the name that he was living with when he was born. And he actually had a profile on social media on that name. Let me show you another picture. This is him, right? Born a man, lived as a man. I understand that he's trained as a pharmacist. I don't know if he's all this because chemists in Nigeria, usually even the ones that don't have the training, usually call themselves pharmacists. I don't know if he's actually trained, but that is what I'm just giving you the information as I saw it on social media. They say he's a pharmacy and a dancer, right? Pharmacy and dancer. First profile on social media, Emmanuel. And he was also a coach in a dance group and he was teaching these dances to people. And he was at a church, a Catholic church that is called uh, Fatima Catholic Church in Port Harcourt, a place called Choba Owipa in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is River State. That's River State, right? Mhm. So he was a devout church member, choir member, teaching dance and all that. Okay? So apparently this person was living as Emmanuel, then later started living as Emanuela. So these pictures you are seeing is the same person. Now fine girl, sha, no go lie you. Now fine girl. This fine, if this picture is real, she looks really, really pretty. That's why these days you never know. All you brothers for house, if you see this kind babe now, you go know say not be natural, say not be woman. You no go know because even myself, as in headline better pass most of us. Oh. See in headline, nice headline, nice packaging, correct packaging. See another picture. She dey package well. See another picture. I don't tell you say this person say not be. I don't tell you say this person not be woman. So now why you need to ask with that to even brothers when I marry, when I meet babe, I need to ask and say, I beg, you be babe before, abi you just turn to babe, or you be man before. You need to know. You need to know. These questions are very, very important too, because now that's where I'm going to. So it's from Emmanuel to Emanuela. And wetin happen be say the talk say this brother or sister for this church was attending this Catholic church and he come meet one man. This is the fiancé. They don't even do traditional marriage, my people. They've done traditional marriage. Now church wedding can't remain when they want do for Catholic church. Hey, now wow. And they thought say for that church, they fasted for 21 days. You know, most Nigerian churches always do fasting. I didn't even know that Catholic churches fast. I think these are maybe there's an arm of the Catholic church that is charismatic. Maybe that's the charismatic one, I don't know. All right. But the story has it that they fasted for 21 days. And the priest, at the end of the fasting, when they do 21 days fasting, come talk, say, anybody that wants to disgrace the name of the church, the person go buy shamelessly. That was a prayer point that they did after 21 days. Hmm. Yes, okay, Catholic churches fast during Lent, right? But obviously, this is January, so it's not Lent. What I mean is that the fast that most churches do at the beginning of the year, right? So they said the priest said that prayer that anybody that wants to disgrace their church, where the person go by. I don't know where that is coming from. I don't know. Maybe God has showed him something, because this is not usually the kind of prayer that anybody will just give on a good day. But that was the prayer they say the priest prayed. Very, very shocking. Hmm. So they did fasting and prayer. Oh. Hmm. Now they talk say this Emanuela don't do traditional marriage with this uncle. They didn't mention the uncle's name, oh, but this is the uncle you are seeing on my left hand here. This picture. That is Emanuela wearing shorts and the man that she's engaged to. They've already done traditional marriage. So the question me I'm asking, Pei, is it that the parents didn't know that he's a man? Abi, did he rent parents? Because this is a picture of the traditional marriage. How come because traditional marriages, parents, both families will come together. How did they not know? Hmm? How did they not know that is Emmanuel? I don't know. They didn't explain that to us. But all I am hearing is that they've done traditional marriage and they were planning church wedding. Don't fix date, everything. Now they now did the fasting and prayer in the church for 21 days. And the Catholic priest said that prayer that anybody that wants to disgrace the parish, make the person pay. My people, come on for Ogun. Like joke, like joke. As they do the prayer finish, when they do fasting finish, they say Manuela enter keke. Do you guys know what they call keke? Keke na pep or something, I don't know. But it's a tricycle that they use in most cities in Nigeria. Hmm? Hmm. They say it was during he came to the church for the prayers. He was on his way home that he now entered keke and the keke come turn upside down, like the keke had an accident. Now how Emmanuel take by be that too, my people. Emmanuel Akpayo. So it was when they got her body to the place that they deposit bodies now. Now they come, obviously now when they reach that place now they go come out cloth, prepare the body or whatever they do there. Now they come see say, this one na man no, not be woman no. Because you see the way they dress now, the whole church people think that she's a woman. Everybody in the church, including the choir master, everybody, they think she's a woman. It was after that she kpai and they took the body that they found out in the morgue that that's the church people were shocked. Eh? Na man be this person. Now they begin shout up and down for social media say, Emmanuel. Now they can't dig out a whole profile that actually he was a man that was living as a woman. Now the fiancé, the one where they hug and so, come talk saying no, no. This is where I'm going to. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Yes, so it's not even it's not autopsy. Oh. Do they do autopsy like that in Nigeria? No, it's not autopsy, it's just normal what they call morgue or mortuary, where they deposit, bodies. It is not that deep. It's just to go and deposit the body because obviously they will have to take the clothes off and maybe prepare the body for the morgue and all that. Eh? So the fiance is saying that he doesn't know that Emanuela is not a woman, that he never knew. So the jury is out on that because when I saw the story initially, I was like, come on, how can you say you don't know? But I don't know whether he knows. This is what he's saying. So there are two things here. Did he know? And they were both involved in this, whatever it is they were doing, prank, knowing that in Nigeria, especially in the church, even here, churches are not doing they are not doing same partners. What do they call it? Marriages yet. I think Scotland has just started making a case for it now, something like that. They are doing registry and all these things, courts, but not church yet. So how come they were going to wed in a Catholic church in Nigeria? And everybody in that church did not know. The man is saying he doesn't know. So now, yeah, and then this is $1 million question now, whether he knows or not. If he's claiming that he doesn't know, I don't know whether that is capping or is true. Is it possible? If we are looking at it from, maybe they are very, very Jim Christian that were practicing abstinence before marriage. I don't know if that is a thing that is done. Maybe some Catholic people can tell us. I don't know. But this is what the guy is saying. Say, I didn't know. Uncle say I didn't know. So the question is, really, my people, are you, is this, in this day and age, is it safe for you to go ahead to go and marry somebody without knowing? When I mean knowing, you know what I mean now. Knowing whether, you know, where they are, who you are marrying or what you are marrying. Hmm? Ehen. Who's as even if they be Jim Christian, whether they know they kiss, he no feel whether he get prick or not. I don't know, my sister, I don't know. Even this hug where they hug, so maybe look this picture, Uzo, eh? As a hug for here, they say if na woman, at least if you get Bobby, you get as Bobby go still soft for man body when you hug and when you go no say na real Bobby. If you not be Bobby, say na like Bobrisky, you say he put cloth there or he put a shoulder pad there. You supposed to know, but the man say he no know. So I don't know whether he know, whether he's just capping. I don't know. That one we may never know. Let's just say we may never know that one. We may never know that one. But the question is, in this day and age, especially when you meet people in the church and they are saying, "Oh, let's not carry one before marriage," which is the right thing, by the way, as a Christian. You're not supposed to carry one outside marriage. Let's be, if you want to do Christian dating or courtship, as you will call it, that's the right thing to do. So how do you now know that this thing? Because some people and some men have feminine, very, very feminine features. Okay? And some women, they look very masculine. The look does not determine anything. Okay, see this person now. Look at the picture again. Make you tell me, say, on a good day, say, if you see this person, you see this kind picture, you go ever know. Let's say you see this kind picture for social media. Because what social media people are saying that he actually created two profiles, one for when he was Emmanuel and one for when he became Emanuela. How you want to know? How you want to know? This kind of thing. You don't go know now. Make I show you another. Let me show you guys another picture. So the uncle say no. Say no say na man. Him be one word for Catholic Church. I don't believe that story. But this is what he's like. This is my story. Believe it or not. He's sticking to it that this is, so this is now the picture be that I don't see. Now how it starts. Then here you can't put makeup. Then here you can't fully they wear earring, they do hair, they dress like woman and all that. I mean, it's not to say that people can anything when you like. If you feel say some people go talk say they feel say they not born them for the right body when they're supposed to come with say not be so Papa God created them, or so maybe a mistake, or say maybe this is how they are persuaded. Okay. But we are talking about in the context of marriage. If you want to marry somebody, especially if you met in the church, how do you know that the person you are marrying is who they say they are, especially when there is no kerewa involved? Yes. How do you know? Because now the only part of me, that's the only angle I'm looking at this story from. Because a lot of people did get married, did Christian courting or dating, and they never carry one. But not, I don't know now. Obviously, people are still doing it. A lot of people are still doing it. Some people never carry one before they got married. What if the marriage had gotten ahead? Let's say, for the sake of argument purposes, that this brother, where they say no, no, so me they take on eye, they look at him, I not believe him. Because the story goes where you go say no, no. See as they hug. They hug. You dey tell me say you no know say this hug where you dey hug, so say you no know say not be woman you dey hug. Okay, for argument purposes, me will believe say he no know. Imagine if the man no come say and nothing happened to Emanuela. They went ahead and got married, and he was scammed. He can't find out on the wedding night when they don't reach out. He can't find out say what it be this? Ashe, I've been scammed. What do you think would have happened? So the church members now, obviously, Nigerians are very religious, so you already know how they are going to run with the story. What Nigerians in that church now in Port Harcourt and in that area are saying is that, hey, it's God that answered the prayer of the priest to that. If they had gone ahead to wed them, imagine the what people on social media would have been saying, that that church, they forgive that church bad name, which is true. In a place like Nigeria, in fact, I don't know how they would have been able to defend that one or even come out of it. Or the church, I don't know how the church would have been able to survive that. So the church people are saying that if not that this they did this fasting and praying, and this guy come by saying, now, so imagine if they actually wrote it like this. Imagine if the wedding had taken place and it comes out, they come find out saying, na baba, say he get bola. That the headlines would have been a Nigerian Catholic church in Nigeria say they wed their first non-straight couple. So now wait till the church people they talk with this. That's what people are saying now in that area. How is it possible for somebody to deceive a whole congregation? How is it possible? Somebody said that Catholic practice abstinence. Abstinence. How is it possible? Queen said Catholic practice abstinence. How is it possible in the whole church that nobody knew? So they don't do traditional marriage. And the uncle is now saying that he doesn't know. And so if you want to marry now, will you be comfortable? Will you be comfortable going into a marriage that you've not tested? That's the question me I want to ask. Oh, would you be comfortable knowing that in this day and age, Rishi, you don't know these days? In fact, I saw a story the other day on social media. Now, man, no, he can't talk say no one be man again, one be woman. He do all the surgery, heaven and earth, do everything, change the nose, change everything, change name, change everything, do all the treatment and everything. Uncle just live for a few years. He come back again saying, no, that he's not happy as a man. He won't become woman again. I say, wàhálà you wà pọ̀ jù báyìí torí Ọlọ́run. He say, no, like, he no want be man again, won't be woman. And he no want be woman again. He say, he no happy as woman. Say, he won't become man when he be originally. I say, hey. So, would you be comfortable? What do you think? Do you think this uncle didn't know? And if he knew, what was their intention? And number 3, question. You will marry somebody when you never test? Are you going to be, can you carry your full chest to go and say, oh, we are doing Christian dating? We are doing Christian dating. And the Bible says that the marriage bed should be undefiled. So, are you going to be able to do that? That is the question I want to ask. I'm sharing my link in the comment section. Because this matter, it tie because me, I don't understand them. So we'll come to encourage people, say, may they go the test up and down. And the person test that you feel blame and say they test because this uncle say no, no. He say no, no, say Emmanuel not be, he not be woman. Ha. Now the question when me they ask me that, oh, let's address this. What do you think? This question is very, very, very important now. When you are meeting people, you need to ask them, not just assume. Say because you jump babe, say na babe, oh, babe fit not be babe, babe. If it be babe, when don't be dude before. So My link is in the comment section if you've got something to say to contribute to this. What sort of questions should people be asking now when they are dating? And how do people feel about testing before they say I do? Okay. Uju, hi, welcome.
Hi, hi. Thank you for having me. Thank you,
Happy
thank you.
New Year. Have we spoken this
Happy.
year? I don't think so. Have we?
No, I don't think so, but I come in the comment section to say hi sometimes when I'm not working. Guys, forgive
Mm,
my voice. I'm still recovering from strep
mm.
throat. Yeah, but this story here, when I heard it, I said, "Show what is going on." Thank you for you know handling the story. You asked some questions. You asked some very valid questions. So I'm going to break your questions down. Number one,
We can't hear you again, no, Uju.
oh, you can hear me.
Okay, you're back now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, sis.
Okay, the guy said he didn't know. Or okay, there are two areas to this.
Mm-hmm.
The first part is okay, let's say that maybe they knew they were planning something against the church, which made that priest, I don't know who revealed it, maybe God revealed it to him to pray
Mm-hmm.
that prayer. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
had something in mind just to push that, the transgender.
You've gone off again, Uju. Uh-oh. Uju, are you there? I can't hear her. Are you guys hearing Uju? Your audio has dropped off again. Okay, maybe you figure it out. Let me take J because we can't hear you anymore because of time. All right. Guys, my link is in the comment section if you've got something to say about
My
this. So,
mic went off. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
okay.
Can
All
you hear
right.
me? Okay.
Yes, you are
Okay.
back.
So thank you. So that's the first, maybe they knew they wanted to do something, to tarnish the image of the Catholic Church. I don't know. For the for the father to say that kind of prayer, like that's one point. The second part is like the man said, maybe he didn't know. Maybe there was no Kerewa involved. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
It's a
Maybe
possibility, you know. That's why I don't just want to dismiss it and say he knew. He knew. It's a possibility he didn't know. Ah, you do this your mic today. What's going on? Maybe you shouldn't use mic. You dropped off again. Sam say my friend married a Catholic in Catholic
I
church
don't know what
and
is
the
going
wife
on
was
with
six,
this
7 months
mic.
pregnant. So Catholic is not against career before marriage.
I
Okay,
don't know
somebody's
what is going on with my mic. Is it still breaking?
you are back now, but you keep dropping up. Maybe you shouldn't use the mic if
I
that's
don't
what is
even
causing
have
the problem.
mic. It's just my phone.
Okay, go ahead then.
All right. So the question you say, what question should be asked? First and foremost, if you're planning to marry somebody, you can take that person to the doctor for a physical assessment. Do you understand? So that
Hmm.
physical assessment will determine whether the person is who they say they are. You know,
Okay, Uju, I think you have to come back because we are not getting the beauty of your what you are telling us because you keep dropping off. When you say a word, by the time you finish the sentence, it's gone. Okay, BBY said there's nothing wrong with Christian dating and avoiding premarital intimacy. However, there are several ways to know if your partner is okay in terms of kerewa. Please use kerewa. That's what we use here. I don't know if you are new. Yeah? Okay. There are different ways to know. How do you know if you're actively trying to avoid kerewa? How do you know? I would like to know. Some people in the comment section are saying that they will test to they don't they want to avoid story that touches the heart, that they don't believe in that story of you should wait. Hmm? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna come to you in a minute. Let me take Uzo. Hi Uzo.
Hi, Auntie B. Hi, Obodo fam. Good afternoon. I just wanted to quickly contribute to the discussion today. Auntie B, I don't know whether to say that people should test or don't test. Just do whatever your conscience and you can handle. If you decide to test, that's between you and God. You know what the scripture says about premarital sex. you answer to your creator. However, I do know that if there's chemistry with two people who are dating and thinking of getting married, ah, at least, to let me speak for myself, you will kiss, you will do all those things, and you will feel it when you are kissing. Is that thing standing? You will feel that bulge.
Is
Do you
kissing not a
understand?
sin?
And Tibi, I don't know about that one. No, me, Tibi, I said I'm speaking for myself. I said I'm speaking for myself. Let me speak. Let me speak
So
my
I'm
own
looking for
truth.
your trouble. Are you supposed
Mm-hmm.
to be smooshing?
And Tibi, I don't know whether we're supposed to or
Okay.
not
So
supposed
you're
to.
saying
I'm
that
just
when you do
speaking for
some
myself.
mende that you'll be able to
Yes,
tell.
yes, and you will feel the bulge of that joystick. Do you understand? So
Yes.
I don't know how this guy is saying that he didn't feel the joystick or anything. I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to, you know, um remove the media from his self and all that, and just focus on this scandal. The second thing I want to say is I just want to address a comment saying that, oh, Catholic Church practice abstinence. I was like, before I got married, I wasn't Catholic. However, my husband is Catholic, and I knew that I was going to have to get married in the Catholic Church because number one, I'm Igbo, and the tradition says that you would go with your husband's own, religion and all that, right?
Yeah.
So I did do all the whatever in the Catholic
Yeah.
Church and
Mm-hmm.
all that, and that was one question I did ask because I did two what's it called, marriage, whatever, one in Nigeria and one in Canada. And I know I was asking the priest, why is it that you see women and Igbo, and I see the tradition says if they pay your bride price, you're married, and you see them with big belly coming to church to get married, and
Yeah,
that's not
because
the
they
right
do
thing.
marry people. They marry people
Yes,
that
they
are
marry
even
people
pregnant in Catholic Church.
exactly. So why are we saying
Mm.
that Catholic Church
I never heard that
doesn't
Catholic
do
practice
abstinence and
abstinence. I
all that?
never heard that before.
So what are we saying? Please let's stop capping. Let's call a spade a spade.
They even do blessing of marriage when you have been married for 20
Exactly. When
years.
you've gotten married
All
and
the
you have
children in your belly
children,
has finished. You
exactly.
come and bless your
You now come
marriage.
and do blessing of marriage. So let's not
Yes.
let's call a spade a spade. My husband is Catholic and I understand the Catholic faith, but yes, this would have been a big scandal because even here in Canada, the Catholic Church they don't joke. They let you
Are you a
know.
Catholic now
I
by
actually
virtue of marriage?
by virtue of marriage, I would identify as Catholic. So
I
yes,
see.
by virtue of
Okay.
marriage, I would identify as Catholic. But do I go to Catholic church? That's a discussion for another day. You
That's
know,
another question.
that's another
Do
discussion
you think, let me
altogether.
ask you something here, Uzo, because Nigeria is generally not only Igbo culture. Most cultures in Nigeria, when you marry, you are expected to take up your husband's even within Christianity, you are
Yes,
expected to take up their church or denomination. Do
yes.
you think it's right? Or is it fair on the woman
Um, and
to
to be
give up?
honest,
Because I know
the
some people, let
thing
me tell you something.
is,
I
yes,
know some people that if you are not even within Pentecostal, if you are not within their own particular local assembly, they will not marry you.
yes,
So
yes.
isn't that some sort of discrimination even amongst Christians,
Yes,
in
I
my
think it's
opinion?
unfair. I think it is actually unfair. Even when I met my husband, I was like saying, "Oh," and that was one reason why I was a little skeptical, like, "Oh, Catholic, oh, this, that." But when I met him, I was like, "He's a good guy." I mean, what's all this Catholic story? And he said, "Okay, if he wants us to go to like a neutral church, I might be open to that." But when I looked at it, I was like, "Okay, that's fine. They have great schools in Canada." I weighed the pros and the cons, and um I let it be, but we know understand ourselves. There's the mutual respect.
Mm,
He doesn't believe in so many things like tithing, speaking in tongues, but it does happen in our house, and he's open on the days where he's available. We go to Catholic church. The days that I don't go to the Catholic church if my husband is not going to. If my husband is not available, I don't go to the Catholic church. It's just
because
I
with
have my
Catholic
own.
Church, yeah, it's not. I mean, this is not the discussion, but I'm
Yeah.
just asking because you had to do that. Because
Yes.
as a Christian, if you are not used to Catholic
It's
worship, you
quite
have to
difficult.
learn
Oh yes,
everything.
yes, it's quite difficult. So that's where
Mm,
empathy comes in. You have to understand that this person is not used to this faith, and you have to
mm.
be open. Do you understand? You have to be open. That's the only way it can work. So I'll just say let's. This would have been a very big scandal because the Catholic Church they let you know. Even when I was joining them, they let me know that we couldn't do lesbianism, gay, anything. They do not want to hear about it. Their doors are not open. You can't worship with them if you have those beliefs. Please go somewhere else. they respect your decision, but you can't bring it to their church. And that's what I always say: if don't impose your beliefs on people. If the Catholic Church
Mm,
says they don't want this, respect them. There are
mm,
other churches that would embrace you. Go there
mm.
and
I even hear that they
all that.
have they have a church in Nigeria now for people who are not straight. Gay people have a church in Nigeria now. I heard that.
Well, good for them. So far, it
Mm,
that has nothing to do with the Catholic Church. Then the Catholic Church
mm.
is
No,
okay.
because
So
at the end of the
yeah,
day, it's deception. It's
exactly. Yes,
deception for
it
you
would have
to
been a bit
try to
stronger. Yes,
manipulate a whole assembly, a whole
yes,
church, including the
yes,
priest, into wedding you.
yes.
Even
I
God does not
actually,
like things
yes,
like that.
I actually think that maybe the priest might have had an idea, and that's why he did that prayer and was saying those things. But that's just my thoughts. It doesn't mean that I'm correct, right?
Let me shock you,
So
Uzo. Do you know a guy when I was doing my youth service in Nigeria? I dated a guy who didn't we got serious, really liked each other. But you know why he didn't marry me?
because you didn't want to come to his church.
I didn't even say I didn't want to come to his church. He said because I'm not Catholic.
Uh-huh. Most of them are like that. Most of them are
Uh-uh.
like that.
Growing up
Yes.
in Nigeria, you see a man that want to marry you that you love, you will say you will not. You will
Yeah,
quickly
most
run to
of
his
them are, yeah,
church. He
yeah,
said
most of
because
them are
I'm
like
not
that.
Catholic, but he
Most of them are
regretted it
like that.
later. I tell
Yes,
you that
so
he regretted
yes,
it later.
most of them are
Years
like
later,
that.
he was looking for me and saying, "Oh, he's sorry." I said, "You said I'm not Catholic, so
What are
that
you
he broke up
saying?
with me because I'm not Catholic. Can you believe it?"
Yeah. Yes, many of them are like that. Many of them would
He,
even tell you they'd rather marry a Muslim than marry someone that is not Catholic. And I'll be like, okay, yeah, many of them are like that. So yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
And one thing I discovered is, Nigerian Catholicism is different from like North America Catholics. It's a whole different discussion. It's a whole different
Mm,
story altogether. But yeah,
thank
well,
you.
yes, thank you, Auntie B.
Nice to hear from you, my darling. Look after
Same
yourself,
here.
okay? And
Sure,
keep cooking
thanks.
those agusi soup for your
I
husband,
will. I
okay?
will. Thank you. Love
Thank
you.
you, sweetie. Love you. That's our baby girl Uzo in the building. Yeah, imagine you throw away the woman that would have blessed your life because of at the end of the day now, uncle. He said I'm not Catholic. I say if you see that kind mumu love where they shark Percy, the love shark me that time. Lord do not. Eh? This guy. He said no. He said no. He said no. You're not Catholic. Say my parents will not approve. Mm. Years later, he was not looking for me after I don't marry. Was looking for me and say, did you find a Catholic to marry? You see, hmm, may God not allow people to make mistakes they will regret. He now later married. What I found out was that because he kept looking for me, he didn't see me. So he found my sister was like, hey, he wants my number. My sister was like, what do you need her number for? He said, no, hey, I heard that he married another woman, who is Catholic. They did their wedding and everything, but the thing was not gelling well for them. It's deeper than that, but it's not my story to tell. Let me leave it there. But you know what? I think he missed out on a good thing, but his loss is another person's gain, right? Okay, no problem. Okay, Jay, welcome. That's Nigeria for you. Religion. Hello, Jay.
Hi, NCB. Good evening.
Good
Hi, good
evening.
evening. How are you doing? Hi,
I'm good.
Obodofam.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, quite an interesting topic. I just wanna take the topic a little bit on the left, right? Mhm.
Mhm.
I think the focus has been so much kind of like okay. Let me not go where I want to go to first at the moment. But first of all, I just want to I see a couple who dare to live in Nigeria, who dare to live, who dare to be who they are in a country that is not welcoming to them. I quite agree with the part of the deception because even if they want to wed, then people need to know their true identity, especially the lady. I'll call her a lady because I want to believe she's a trans woman. Okay.
Yes.
Then, yeah. Then speaking on the man, okay, then I want to talk about the man as well. And to be, most people we see kirewality, right? Okay, we see, yeah,
Kerewality.
okay.
Kerewality is just
You see,
Kerewa. Just Kerewa is okay. Kerewa doesn't
no
have past,
liti, no
present,
liti,
or
yeah,
future. It's just Kerewa.
no lit. not to be understand. You say we shouldn't use that word. It's kerewa, then um, lity at the end. Mhm.
Okay.
You understand, right? You understand, right? Now
Uh-huh.
you understand?
I'm
Okay,
trying. Go
yeah.
ahead.
So the S, then at the end lity.
It's okay. Go ahead,
Mhm.
Jay.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we try to see it in two form. We try to see it as either you're straight or you're not straight. But research has
Mm-hmm.
proven that there are more than 30 different kind of
That,
kerewality.
that's not what
It-
we are discussing
yeah,
tonight, though. I think
yeah, yeah,
you're not
yeah.
getting.
I,
There's a
I want to add.
reason. Hold on, Jay.
I want
You are
to
taking
arrive
us. No, you are.
somewhere. Okay, okay,
No,
okay. Go on.
you're gonna get political now,
Mhm.
and I don't want that. Okay. This is in the context. You need to
No,
put it in
Auntie B, I want to.
context.
Mhm. No, I want to
And this is
justify
not
something that
about,
we're,
yeah, it's
we're
not
talking
about
about.
judgment. It's not about condemnation. It's not about not being allowed to live your true self, which we all know in Nigeria, it is not something that is welcoming. But it's about these people in a Catholic church in Nigeria, where the man is
I
saying,
agree. Mhm.
I didn't know that Emanuela is Emmanuel. And they almost got wedded. That's what we're, please stick to the talking points. Yeah? Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Hello?
tell you. Yeah. Point
Okay,
that he knows. Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. Can you
Mm-hmm.
hear me? I want to. I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm trying to make
Oh,
a point that he knows. So I'm trying to start from somewhere to get to somewhere. Yeah,
okay, you are saying
because
that the
there's
man,
no
he
way
knew.
this
He
man
knew.
wouldn't know that this lady is trans because there's one they are called scoliosexuals. There are millions of them out there. Yeah, there are millions of them out there. Even though most of them are not coming out, they don't really want
Mm,
to talk about it because there's not long ago there's this actor who acts a lot in a lot of Tyler Perry movies. He came out as scoliosexual, that he's attracted to trans, that he is attracted to a woman with watermelon and cucumber. Point blank.
that's not what we're,
That's
yeah,
what he
that's,
said.
I understand that.
Because
That's
he
what
came
I,
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that the guy knew. My point is that the guy knew there is no way. Because before I came on, many people in the comment section were saying that how cool, even when they were kissing, how cool the guy would have felt something from the man. Yeah, from the
but why did
lady.
he feel the
Yeah, it's
need?
true.
Whether he knew or
Because there is
not, why
just
did
no
they,
way.
Jay, you see the problem with your
Yeah.
connection. I think you are not
No,
hearing me
that's
from the,
deception.
yeah. Why would they do that in a church when
I,
they know it is against the tenets of the
yeah,
church?
that that is so wrong. That is so wrong. That is deception. That is deception. There is just they couldn't have done that. That is deception. They couldn't have done that because if they knew that they are not accepted there, then they just stayed at home and live their life the way
They can
they
do
wanted to
registry.
live in
You know, if they
Nigeria.
did registry, nobody will know.
Yes,
You can
nobody
go
will
and
know
marry somebody else.
exactly.
Nobody
Nobody
will
will
know.
know.
But
Yeah,
why bring it to, a
yeah,
house
yeah.
where, I mean, you know that, you know the tenants. Of course, I'm not saying it is fair, but it is what it is. And in
Mhm.
a place like Nigeria, we are talking about too. Nigeria is, is very traditional when it comes to even religion. Their own religion, even Christianity is extreme. Like, it's even these days that you see, even in Christianity, you see people wearing trousers to go to church. You open your hair. When I was growing up, do you know what it means to be a born again Christian? You will not wear a ring. You will look at least 20, minimum 20 years older than your real age. You will tie that scarf that
Yeah,
will gum your ear. Pram, pram, pram. You must not wear any makeup. You wear
yeah,
skirts that is flowing on the floor.
yeah,
So
yeah.
in a place
Exactly,
like that,
exactly.
really, yeah. So what I mean, that's what we're saying. That's what we're
Yeah,
saying. But I do get what you
yeah,
mean.
because
It's
the guy is denying it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy is denying it now because of embarrassment, but the guy knew
yes.
100%
Okay.
because there are a lot of men out there. There are a lot of men out there who are attracted to trans women. It's not something new.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Thank you so much, Jay. Unfortunately, your internet is not smiling. I don't know what's happening tonight. It's only Uzo that managed to speak to us and was, the internet was good. Uju's on just, Anyway, come back, Uju, if you are still listening, my sis. I want to hear what you are saying because I think you had a very, very important thing to say about this matter. So, yeah, Nigeria is not an easy place for people like Emanuela, and even this man. And like Jay said, he's capping. He definitely knew. Okay, but the point is, why go to a church? Why? Why do you go to a church when you know that aspect of it is not I don't think they thought it through properly, because if for the Reverend Father, another thing I wanted to talk about is that we need to fear God. Let us fear God, oh. Mm, let us fear God. Every human being, we should fear God because our lives are not our own. It belongs to God. And when somebody, especially the real ones that are called, and I'm talking about the priest now, because the church people said that the priests, they did 21 days fasting and prayer. You can say whatever you like because of what's happening in Christendom in Nigeria these days, that we see a lot of all these, pastors. I saw one yesterday where they say, raise your phone and you get alerts. I was shaking my head. I sent it to Pastor Shola. I was shaking my head. I was like, really? And you see people, Adewale, they were frantically raising all their phone. It's a congregation, big congregation, shaking their phone to receive alert. I'm like, are you guys okay? Are you mad? What is wrong with you? Alert from where?
I mean,
How can money enter your phone because you raise it off? And one silly ass person stood in the pulpit and told you that money will miraculously enter your phone. So
I
there's a
still,
lot of mockery around Christianity these days. I
yeah.
get it. But if you are a real Christian, you need to really, really respect spiritual authority and fear God. Every human being should fear God, whether you're a Christian or not. So when that priest said that prayer, I believe that that prayer was coming from a place of real genuinity. Because actually, if you look at it, let's not be sentimental here. And I support, you know, our community, the community. We got R here, we got Jay, who's just spoken. I believe he's a member of the community. We got Junior. We have a couple of our Obodo fam that are in the community. We support you. But please, in a place like Nigeria, people need to be really careful. They did 21 days fasting and the priest declared something. I don't want to believe that it was an accident. It was just a coincidence that he declared that he said anybody that want to bring this church to a disrepute, that the person will buy suddenly. And as this lady was on the way home, something happened to her. So that's why I say we should fear God. We should fear God. Anywhere you are not wanted, please don't go there. If they don't want you here, other places will want you. Yeah, you can't mock God. Yeah, it's true. Adewale, my darling, welcome.
Good evening, TV. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. The story was it's quite surprising. I mean, shocking because it happened in Nigeria. But with the age of like in this current time where like plastic surgery has gotten so good, and
Mhm.
this like hormonal therapy has gotten so good.
You're making me laugh now. Adewale, when you said plastic surgery, did you see that? There's one girl on social media I saw about 3 days ago. Her nose is half now. She said she did plastic surgery on her nose in Lagos.
Not those ones in Lagos. I'm just
She
saying
said
like in this.
she did a video and said, please don't do surgery in Lagos. Now her nose has been bent to half. It's like
That
Michael Jackson nose now.
it's probably Dr. Anu and Co. That's it.
As you mentioned plastic surgery, I remember
No,
her say she done it.
no,
Why is
not
doing
not
this
in not not in
nose surgery
Lagos.
in Lagos for
Not
real?
in Lagos. Like places where like people like Bob Risky got
Oh
there. I
my
mean, look
god.
at Bob Risky right now. Like he has hips like a woman. If you
You
don't
think
see
those are
Bob,
real hips? Those are real
They,
hips.
they might, but they look real. That's what I'm saying.
Adewale,
Like,
I don't believe that those are real. Bobrisky has told us that he went to do surgery. We found out that it's in Lagos.
okay, let me just forget about those ones in Nigeria. But
No,
I'm saying
don't
like in
even
the
mention.
West,
Don't even mention Bobrisky. Bobrisky
like
is, but everything about Bobrisky from head to toe is not surgery. It's fake. It's
like the
packaging.
the hips I saw looked real to me, so I don't
They're
know.
not. They're not for real.
So I don't
They're,
know. But
Bobrisky, he has fake
but I've
hips.
seen some like American celebrities that if they don't tell you that this person was a
Oh
man
yeah,
before,
definitely.
you wouldn't know.
Now you are talking, not Bobrisky.
That's how good it has gotten. So as a man nowadays, even before you go on your first date, you need to ask the person, hey, like, are you a trans person? What are you biologically? On your medical records, what do you like? What are you born as biologically, and what do you identify as? Like, there's a
What's your gender at birth and what gender are you now? Yeah.
exactly there's a way to say that it doesn't sound transphobic. You need to ask those questions.
Offensive. Yes.
You need to ask, even if after you ask, there's certain things you need to look at when you meet the person. So you don't necessarily have to become intimate if you don't want to. But it's just something you need to ask in this day and age. So looking at this story of this guy, I don't think this guy got the amazing surgeries people in the West got. Although
No.
he
No.
still has some.
Where would they
he,
have the resources? You
he
think
doesn't
those
have the
surgeries are
resources
cheap?
to he doesn't have the resources to do that.
Look at his shop. Look at his pharmacy store.
No,
But
he
he
does.
can't afford it.
He doesn't
No.
have. So although his face looks feminine, but like his body still looks like that of a guy. So I'm finding it very hard to believe that his partner didn't know.
Do you think his body looks like a guy? I think the body looks very feminine, Adewale.
nah. Like even the way he stood in that picture he took,
This one, yeah.
he's still like that. Still looks like a guy.
No. There are some
I
women that
mean,
are more, there are some women that are thicker than this. Oh.
there's just some things I've seen. Like if I don't look at the face, but the body itself, there's still some things that like makes him look like a guy. Even
Mm.
the that posture doesn't look like. I mean, like the typical woman, it doesn't look like that. So, like, there's a high chance that that guy knows. He knows.
Yes, that's what Jay said also.
He knows.
Cynthia has a report here. Say one of my male friends met a lady in quotes in a club. They danced together, later swapped number to meet up for a date. On the date, the lady in quote admitted that he used to be
Man,
a brother.
yes.
Lobaton. What did your friend do?
It's like as a
I'm
trans
interested to
person,
know
you also
what your friend
if
did.
you don't tell the person, if you don't tell your partner, that's deception.
Yeah.
And trying to get married in a church where you know this is not acceptable. I mean, that's some kind of risk that they I don't know how they thought they could pull that through, because
Hmm.
that's very hard. Because
Hmm.
there's definitely going to be someone who knows someone in that church that knows that he used to be a man.
Hmm.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not. I don't even want to go to the extent to say that the priest like spiritually knew that he was a man. The priest might have heard this from someone that just gone to the priest and
It's
told him,
possible.
"Oh,
It's possible. Hmm.
like this guy used to be a man." It's like we're in the
You don't
internet
trust
age.
Nigerians. Nigerians know how to dig out
Exactly,
anything diggable. How did they manage to
exactly.
dig out his old profile on Facebook?
And exactly, and in our Nigeria is such a community of amebos. I'm sorry to say,
Hey, Jesus.
we don't
Don't be
mind our
sorry to say.
business.
Nigeria.
We don't. We don't mind our
Nigeria.
business.
They will find you out.
They will find you at
They will go to
exactly.
your village
So
and investigate.
someone must have told the priest. Someone must
Mhm.
have told the priest. So I'm just finding it very hard to believe, but I understand why the partner came out and said that he didn't know, because I mean
Of course, he
he
wants to protect
has
himself.
he has to protect
Mm.
himself. Yeah, because if he says he knows, he's going to attract a lot of hate and all that.
Yes, of
So
course. He
I'm
has
just
to
saying, like,
protect himself.
as a
Mm.
man, to be on the safe side, you have to ask. You can't be shy of asking. You have to ask, because
No, it's
like
not only men, no. I don't
even
want
women,
women
even
have to
women,
ask. Oh.
you have to ask, because I mean I've seen some trans men that they even have more beards than me. They look more manly than me. So if you don't even ask them that, oh, what were you born as biologically, you might not even know as a woman that this person used to be a woman. So you need to ask.
And we
You
think
need
it's
to
only in
ask.
the West, right? People in
It's not just
Nigeria
in the
will
West.
tell you it's only because a lot of Nigerians at the while they are still in denial
In denial, exactly.
about this. So you know what we're talking about. A lot of Nigerians will tell you, no, you are
It
bringing
doesn't
down
happen.
Oyibo culture. You
That's
are
not
you
true.
are trying to rub out with your what you learn in Obodo Oyibo. You are forcing
that's,
it on us.
that's not
These
true.
people, I bet you they've never been abroad before. Both
They've
of them.
never they've never been. I mean, I saw a post of a lady, a trans lady who used to be a man, but the person was trans in the 70s in some part in eastern Nigeria. So
Mm.
it's not even something that's just happening right
No,
now.
no, 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 no. It's
It has
not. I
always
think
been in existence, even in
Omoye
Nigeria.
did a show about it, even back in the
In
in
the
the
in the in the
eighties.
80s, they
Yes,
existed. They
yes.
existed. So
Mhm.
you
It's
can't
just that
be
we were not aware of it,
you
or we
can't you
chose
can't
not
be
to.
you can't be in denial about it. You have to accept the reality and move accordingly. If you're
Mm.
in denial, you might end up being deceived or something. So you need to ask. You need to ask. Just find there's a proper way of asking that you don't sound offensive and don't sound like
Mm.
you're judging the person or you're disgusted
Why
by
do
the
you think
person.
they were so desperate to marry in a church?
Um, I think there's some people who are in the I don't want to say in the LGBT community that also want to be accepted by.
It- they are also Christians. Yeah, that's what
Exactly,
you mean.
exactly.
Yeah,
So they also want to be accepted by the religious community they grew up in because it's part of who they are.
that's true.
So if
That's
they if they can't find the way around it, or if that religious community hasn't gone to the place where they can accept their lifestyle, some of them tend to go into deception.
right.
So this is most likely what this couple tried to do. That's
Mm.
what they tried to do. But we live in Nigeria. Like that's if it's in there abroad, I can see maybe that's maybe probably likely that they could pull it off.
I
But
mean, I wish she had survived. If she had survived,
I
maybe
also wish
taken to the hospital and they still
and
found out, it
treated
would have been better for her to be
would have been
alive and
better.
just be
Exactly,
okay. Nobody's
exactly,
happy that she's no longer here.
exactly.
You know,
I'm not happy that she's
I
gone.
also I look at because I'm always thinking about how these people in Nigeria, the pressure. Do you know the extent that you have to go to be able to? This is such something that is so deep.
It's so deep.
You have to fake everything.
Fake
Probably
everything.
move from the house you were living, the adubo where everybody knew you, to relocate to another area where nobody knows you. And every day you have to be keeping. It's not easy.
It's
It's a
not
lot of
easy at
pressure.
all. It's a lot of I mean I don't even know how they pulled it
I don't
off.
even know how Bobrisky does it because even we that are born natural women self, it's not every day I wear makeup. Most days I don't wear makeup.
No, me, I just see Bob Risky like Bob Risky and I don't know if you know James Brown. Me, I see them as um hustling hustling transgenders because Bob Risky started that stuff to
Yeah,
make
but
money.
whatever he's doing or she's doing, there are people like that in Nigeria, which
I
Nigerian
know.
community do not even want to acknowdge or accept that they
I,
even
I'm
exist.
me, I'm just trying to say like Bob Risky is like a bad example of this. It's like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Risky
Like,
that sent a lot. Risky, my baby just sent me 1 million naira
of
just to
course,
appreciate me for my beauty, and the
of
alert
course.
was from Idris, Idris to Risky from
I
Joro
mean,
to Joro.
but for me, whenever I see any video, bro, I just start laughing. There's this one I watched where
Oh
he was
my
saying,
God,
"Oh,
Risky,
I spent
Iroti
1 million
got
on my
you.
makeup. I
Hey.
spent 1 million on my attachment. I spent 1 million on my
Is it
dress."
attachment? They don't call it attachment anymore. It's weave. They call it wig.
And there's for some reason the guy tends to add R's to every word he says.
And no, because
So
they know they when they want to fake American accent, they're always trying to fake accent. So it's R. They put R. Everything is
I
R.
just find the guy funny. So it's like he's
Oh,
just
thank
funny.
you,
So
Adewale. I appreciate you.
that's what I want to say. Thank you for having me on to be.
Thank you, sweetie. Take care. Bye. Oh my God. Adewale say Bobrisky used to add R to everything. You don't learn that Nigerians Nigerians, even the ones that have not been to airports before, when they want to fake accent, you think we that live in England, someone like me has lived in England now 17 years and I'm still speaking with Nigerian accent. Some people have not reached airports and their phone is on another level. Nigeria, leave those people. Packaging no máa pa wọ́n. Ó package jù. Lórí irọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀. Lórí irọ́. Let's say, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Auntie B.
What a pleasant surprise. Let's
Good
say,
evening,
welcome.
Obodo Farm.
Welcome. Oh.
I've been here. I've been watching. I watch the show. Sometimes I comment. My comments don't come up, and then sometimes I just watch. I don't comment,
I see.
but I'm constantly following. Yeah.
Thank you. How are you?
I
How's
just
the
said I
family?
should allow you to hear my voice today.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
a lot has been happening, but we bless God.
I thank God for your life and everything.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, well, most people have touched on what I really wanted to say. Yeah. For the guy who's still alive.
Manuela. Oh no,
No,
the fiance.
the fiance.
Mm.
Yeah, so definitely we know that Emanuela is not well, we don't know for sure, but we know that he's not. I don't think that Emanuela is trans. I think that they are both Agegis. And so they just needed to, maybe because of pressure, yeah, the fiance could have been under a lot of pressure, to get married. And then they devised this plan so that people will just leave them, or family will leave them alone.
But trans
Because
definition of trans is a man that is living as a woman and that changes their identity and everything. So she's
yeah,
definitely a trans.
so the ones that change their I don't know if we're not allowed to use
Ikpekus.
the word.
They change their
Their
pekus. What do you mean, pekus, or they are change their
yes,
cucumber?
yeah.
Mm.
What are they called? They are trans too now.
Yeah, as long as you, I think my loose understanding of it is that if you are biologically born as a man but now live as a woman, then you are a trans. Some of them change they like Cynthia's friends' dates. Some of them will go ahead to change everything. Some maybe not, especially people in Nigeria who cannot afford the surgery and everything. So but they are still living as a woman. As long as she identifies as a woman, then she's a trans woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but so
Yes.
I still believe that the fiance too would have known.
Okay.
I
Why do you
strongly
say so?
believe that
They did
he
traditional
knew
marriage.
it's
You know the
uh
one that surprised me and say, who follow and come do traditional marriage?
okay, so they said they've done traditional marriage. So yes, who followed Emanuela, right?
Yes.
Yes, but they buy parents these days now,
Yeah,
Auntie B.
now that one got shock me pass.
No, that they buy
Naija.
parents.
Hey,
They
Chineke.
go just pay, they go find who they go pay to come stand as her people or as his people,
Yeah. You know, see how that society don't reach. So they elderly people don't reach that area, that level where you feel buy them with money to come they form actress and actor.
Yeah. Maybe they pay people to cry at burials. There's nothing you money cannot buy.
Yeah.
They pay professional criers at burial. So there is nothing that will surprise me as far as money is concerned. Look at the election, for example. People that are shouting, we want change, we want change. Once they give them small change now, they will
They
vote
go
the people
quiet.
they've been shouting they don't want anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, it's money. If these people hammer now, carry better money, go give their parents, they go change mouth. It would take the grace, a parent that is really, really God fearing to reject them. That is just the society that we live in right now. Because to
Sure.
me, what's the difference between ageges who have money and Yahoo boys who have money and they're giving? Because when we were much younger, a lot of our parents were against, oh, Yahoo boys, God forbid, you will not be Yahoo, do something. We even things like acting, music, and all that. Our parents didn't like all those kind of professions.
Mm-hmm.
It's because those things started bringing money.
Yes.
Now they're accepting them. So who's to say that if these people have good money, even the
Maybe they
community, people are
will.
very gullible now.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are
Mm-hmm.
supporting Bobrisky, that is doing a 1,000 naira giveaway, what are we talking about?
Hmm.
They have money. Once they
Hmm.
have the money, yeah, but back to the subject now. My question is, if both of them knew, so this fiancé is also in the know, yeah,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
God is the one, God really struck Emanuela, then
Hmm.
judgment is also coming on that man because he cannot go scot-free.
Do you think
They
that
were
is God
both
that
planning
struck?
to deceive
You
the
think this
church.
is? You think the accident that happened with the keke is the hand of God?
I mean, I believe it's the hand of God, though. If the church says that, the church said they called them fasting and prayer, Abi,
Yes, 21 days.
and this thing would have really, really brought a bad name to the church.
That's true.
Because if it had happened and it had come out, there are still people that would say the Catholic priest was paid
Yes, you're
to
right.
conduct
You're
that
right.
marriage.
Yeah. I don't know why they did it. Why?
Like you said, then they could have just gone to a registry.
Yes.
But then again, if the fiance's parents are staunch Catholics and they're insisting that you must marry in the Catholic Church,
Ha.
he will just discuss with
Wow.
his guy now that, look, this is what it is. Oh, let's give them
Mm.
what they want and then let's live our lives in peace.
Abi? That's another
And
angle I
then,
didn't think of. Oh.
yeah. And then I think someone else was also asking that, what would they have now done even if the marriage had happened, and they go buy Pekin.
I mean, that's an angle that we have to consider because Pastor K said that the parents are staunch Catholics, even though he was a pastor who had his own church. By the time he was getting married to her, the parents insisted that they have to wed in a Catholic church. He had to go and do all the everything Catholic church ways so that he can marry her. So that's what you said now. It actually makes sense that it's possible that one of them, maybe the man or Emanuela, comes from a very strong Catholic background where the parents are insisting that you have to marry in a Catholic church. It's possible. That's
Yeah,
a
it's very
possibility.
possible. And then
Mm.
Emanuela obviously left where she was so that, the people who knew her as a man, I feel funny calling her, using the pronoun her for her because we don't know that. I don't
But
see
that
her
was the
as a
name.
woman.
That's the name
At
she
least at the
identifies
time of
as.
her death.
Yeah, she identified as a woman, so we have to use her.
Okay, fine. For the
Yeah,
sake of this,
yeah.
I would address her as a woman. So this fiance cannot convince me that he didn't know, honest, because
That's what. Yeah,
if we were saying that he cannot afford to buy the hormonal drugs and injections that it takes to gradually change his body, then I mean, even if you guys are not doing Kerewa, right? You are hugging, you will feel when you hug a woman, you will feel
the softness.
ah ah.
It's true. You see the softness. There's no soft bone in a man's body. Even your children. I have adult male children. When I hug them, their body is like rock. And when you hug a
Exactly.
woman, there's always a softness in a woman's body. It's just there. No matter how thin a woman is, there's a softness because women are more tender. So our skin, our bones, our frame. So you're right. It's possible that this Honku knew. Mm.
And then if he didn't know sincerely, then we need to pray for him because now this is going to affect his mental health.
I think he knew. I'm leaning towards the fact that I
Towards
don't
he
know why I'm so
knew.
convinced. Yes. I don't know. I'm leaning towards it. How will he not know now? I say, look now. He put in
But
Bobby
there are,
for his
there are
chest
born agains
now.
that they don't touch you, they don't do KOA.
But
Listen,
you
I
know,
know at
you
least
see
I
the
have
picture
two
now.
friends.
I say, look now. The way they carry Bobby put for his chest, you they tell me say that Bobby is soft. He's soft for your chest. If now Harry Bobby, you go feel her now. Abba, brothers. No, I don't know. I don't reason this matter because when you hug a man and you hug a woman, you know the difference. Even
Hmm.
women to women, when we hug, you don't know now. Your Bobby go still press against the other woman, Bobby, even though na Bobby to Bobby. Now you they
Yeah.
tell me say this thing now say because the chest swell, say you know say nothing dey there. Ha. It's
Foam
possible, sha.
soft too now. If you put foam for inside
You
the
are right, oh. You know the one you get one when Bobrisky put one time, oh. He even open the thing down so that we go see some part of am. People got to say don't do implants. We don't know say ashe na body body. No,
Yeah,
body,
because
the body
there's
where they
even
wear, now you
silicone
wear.
self that is soft like this thing,
Oh
apart
yes,
from the foam.
that's true. That's true.
You know that there are silicone ones, yeah.
It's true. I mean, in all this, the lesson there is what we're after, and I don't know. You be Christian, so what you go advise people where they date now? You don't marry, so thank God you come up for market. What you go
See,
advise where they date now in this day and
the let
age?
me see, Auntie B, make I tell you the truth. I'm not a hypocrite, yeah,
Mm,
and I did not practice abstinence
mm-hmm.
before I got married, because when me I got married, I don't even tire to find myself. I don't even want marry again. I just be one born, and I was still a Christian, and I was struggling with it, yeah.
Mm,
But I didn't go into it with the background of, oh, I'm a Christian, so we need to abstain and blah blah blah. I went into it knowing that, look, I want to start family. All this married and long talk.
mm-hmm.
So for me now, if you're a Christian, me I feel, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to um you don't have to go all the way to
Test.
Kerewa.
Mm,
Yeah. How
mm-hmm.
would you know that you are compatible with this person in the Kerewa level?
Pastor K will
You
tell you
must do
compared to
something,
what?
even if
He will
it's from your touch,
mm-hmm.
from touching. I don't. Is kissing part of? Is kissing a sin?
Of course, kissing is a sin. Why should you be kissing?
I don't think that kissing is a sin. I think kissing is advice. They advise
I beg,
Christians
leave me,
against
oh,
kissing
free me.
because
Oh.
it
As
leads
a
to the
born again
sin.
Christian, you attend Deeper Life Church. You want to go and marry Brother Solomon. You come and be kissing Brother Solomon. How is that not a sin? You don't know, say when you kiss some kind, especially if na person wey sabi kiss, you go forget your sense. You don't remember again, and you go the beg, say, I beg me will do now, small. And then the brother will call, they say, "Na only the head I will put inside, only the head. I don't go enter.
Okay, let me give you my sincere
Now
advice
from
to
kissing in the
anybody,
start,
any
I really
Christian who is
matter.
not married, who is in a relationship or planning to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you should seek the Holy Spirit on your own terms, and I'm going to tell you why. There are too many fake pastors out there, and so far, for as long as we've known,
Mm-hmm.
we've been listening to pastors more than we've been reading our Bible.
Absolutely.
Do you understand? The Spirit ministers to us differently. And one scripture can minister to 10 people 10 different ways. Your message can be different. Do you understand? Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, carried Jesus for belle when he take Mary. I'm not trying to get anyone to derail from their faith or whatever. For me, set your heart, because like I said, I was struggling when I was going to get married, right? Because I still wanted to do what was right.
Mm-hmm.
And then while I was praying about it, I came across a scripture. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to say the Bible passage. I'm just going to say what the scripture ministered to me. Okay,
Right.
so I've seen a comment that says kissing is a sin. Oh, now from
Everybody
kissing, other
agree. I
things
mean,
will
if you are
follow.
a real Christian, now kissing, I say, I beg, no take me back to that kissing matter again, because now kissing they start when you kiss really you no go remember. At that time you go forget yourself. It is saying
Some of
that
us have control, Auntie B. I beg to
I
differ.
beg leave matter, which control?
Me, I
Person
beg
leave
to
that matter.
differ, and I'm using myself
Everything
as the example. If I
story.
say I no go kerewa, you
If they
fit kiss
kiss you
everything when
well,
you want
if
kiss
they
for
kiss you
this life.
well,
When you reach kerewa,
you
I
no
dey
go fit
lock
stop.
door.
Now true. Leave
No,
matter.
I'm telling you, that's for me. Oh, that's my own
Especially
personal. You know what they call blue balls.
no, I know I'm not saying that you don't have control. Everybody has control, but I'm telling you
Ehen.
generally.
So it depends on everyone. But I agree that kissing leads to, the great temptation of, eventually
You
kerewa.
asked me a question about sin. If we want to go really biblical about this, before you even touch somebody, if you use your mind, begin to undress them, they think, say, how
You
the
have
kerewa
sinned.
will be. You've sinned already. If you want to look at them from a scriptural angle, it's not even when you put your hands on the person or you don't already they put your mouth to the person's mouth. When you don't already they check this babe out, they look in Bobby, they look in Bakasi, say, hey, see this babe as he hot. You don't commit sin already. So kissing is definitely a sin. Kọ́lọ́run gbà wá.
But the same Bible, let's not go into Bible and
No,
TB, because I
no,
just
no, no,
remember
no.
the scripture now
No,
that
I mean,
kind of contradicts that.
that's why the
But
Bible
so let's
says
not go
that
into that,
it's
yeah.
not by
So
works,
what
by
I'm saying is
faith.
that everyone should seek God and seek the Holy Spirit by themselves and not be carried away so much by church doctrines.
Yeah.
Because so do you want to tell me now that I married with a pregnancy, my marriage is not blessed?
No, 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 no,
My
no. I
home
say
is
you
not
don't dey go
blessed.
and you
I
don't dey
did
do
my
another
church
angle.
blessing with my pregnancy, yes.
No,
And
you
I
don't dey
paid,
do
and my
another
pastor
angle.
said one thing to me. I said the most important thing, yeah, before Oyibo sold Christianity to us, that dowry payment, that bride price was marriage for the African person.
Yeah.
So for now, so he said to me that bride price must be paid. As long I won't wed you in my do any marriage blessing if that your bride price has not been paid.
No, but once your bride price is paid, you are married now.
No, but there are churches that say there is still no kerewa until you've
You
done
are
the
wrong.
church
No,
the whites.
you are wrong. The real marriage is when your bride price is paid. Because if you like go do church wedding, you should never pay your bride price. In African Nigerian culture, once your parents meet and they exchange bride price, they hand you over to the man, you are married. That's the truth. Because even in most churches in Nigeria, they will ask you if you've done that. You must do it before you come to church.
They ask, but those same people still do pregnancy tests. If it shows positive, if I do traditional
Because you're
wedding
not
1
supposed to
month to my white
kerewa.
wedding,
You're not supposed to kerewa.
before the white wedding.
Yes, you're supposed to wait.
Yes, now, but no, but what we're saying now is that they've paid the bride price. White wedding is a month away.
Oh yeah, caller, they say make you talk. I say now you let it talk to. You don't feel wait for 1 month. Wait till they do you like that when you don't feel wait only 1 month. You've been waiting all your
No,
life. What
but
is 1
Auntie B,
month?
according to what you're saying now, if they've paid my bride price, then what am I waiting for? I'm married.
You can carry one now, but don't get pregnant.
But then the church will now tell me that if I'm pregnant, they will not wed me in that 1 month.
Once you get
Meaning
pregnant,
that I
if you
should
carry
wait.
one, you can carry one without getting pregnant. Prevent pregnancy if you know your church is going to do pregnancy tests.
Is that not
Now,
deception?
church will be
That's
the carry one
deception.
part. No, it's not
You're still
deception.
deceiving
You
the
are
church now.
married. No, 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 no. You are married. You are already married. In the eyes of God, you are married. It's not deception. Because doctrine is different. If you come to different, I say you don't carry me go where I don't want to go. Doctrine in Christianity is different. If you go Catholic Church, different from Anglican. If you go Anglican, different from Pentecostal. If you go Aladura, it's different. If you go to Sele, it's different.
B, that's why I'm saying everyone should seek God and the the Holy Spirit on their own terms without necessarily. If I am a Catholic and I'm marrying somebody whose church doctrine is different, they will now start arguing about we should carry one after bride price or not.
So
we have to find God ourselves. We have to get it ourselves.
Absolutely. Then you are right in that. I agree with you. Thank you so much. I said you never still quote the scripture.
I
They
don't
wait
want
for
quote
you.
time. I feel tell you this because I don't want singles to go and hold on to that one and say one essay somewhere said.
Talk if you want to come so that we'll move on because I get people where they wait to talk for this
Okay,
matter.
so yeah, so the scripture came, and it was that it was talking to a man who had a betrothed. That if the man had the sincerity of heart to marry that person, that he could do as he pleased with her. I called Christian Bible scholars to explain this thing to me, and all that. And that just gave me the conviction that, okay, because both of us, we are already committed to each other, then starting a family, because starting a family is what? Is marriage, and you're planning towards getting married and all of that. Yeah.
Not necessarily. Oyibo, they start family, they live together 10 years, they not marry. Living together.
Yeah,
So
the white people, they do that. They call it partnership. It is allowed in their culture.
Africans do it too.
Exactly. Africans do it too. There are places in Africa where polygamy is allowed. So Auntie B, the thing long. Everybody should seek the Holy Spirit concerning their own situation by themselves. Because if we look, I'm from Delta State. So marry a second wife, no be big deal.
You go agree make your husband.
So you can't even come and accuse me of sleeping with a married man, because if the married man wants to marry me as second wife,
But you go agree make your husband marry second wife.
No, me, I didn't want to marry a second wife. Oh, I'm just telling you.
No, I'm
Oh, I
saying
got
that
approached to marry a second wife. Oh,
if your husband wants to marry a second wife, how you go feel about that one?
no, I won't accept it because when we got together, we had these discussions, and he had said no, he's not. He's a one-woman man. He's not marrying. So if that changes, then what? You have deceived me into marriage or what? Do you understand? We talked about it. And before I even met my husband, I got approached to marry a second wife to. And my family for agree because the man get money. Now me talk say I not want because I come from polygamy. I know what it did to me. So I'm not going to put my children through that.
So you are not persuaded because even with money, polygamy is never sweet.
Yes.
I see
For
where
me,
you
say I go there America, the other wife dey Nigeria. I now gave him more condition. If that's your first wife, will accept my children as her children and allow her children to come to America to me and my children so they can bond because I don't want that segregation. If she agree, come make we go marry. I see they wait for her to come with the answer.
Oh, you for even tell her say make you go tell in first wife say you want marry second wife. Chances are he never even told her. Now what will they find with that? So anyway, thank
Now.
you. No go talk. You want marry you secretly. Now later I go introduce you. We know now. We know how these things they work out.
So everyone should just seek. Everyone should
What
seek
works for them?
the Bible by themselves.
Absolutely. Thank you, my
Okay, I've
darling.
seen one private chat. Kissing is a sin. You are exchanging fluid now.
Kissing,
It's
everybody
okay.
agrees that
Oh,
kissing
I
is
no
a sin.
follow now. Argue that one. Oh.
But
But
you
let's
know
not
what?
also make people who didn't go that way feel like they
No, no,
did
no,
it
no,
wrong
no.
or they got it
No, no,
wrong.
no, no. Nobody's Abba. Let's say, why are you talking like this now? Nobody's making anybody feel anything. If for us, maybe we'll do census. We have 1,012 people. Give us a thumbs up as you're coming if you're enjoying the conversation. If you ask the people that are married here whether they carry word or kiss before marriage, then before you will talk. It's not about you. Okay? This is not about
Yeah, I
you.
know it's not about me. I'm just saying that because you're asking me to advise people that are trying to get married, and I had to bring my own situation in so that I don't sound like a hypocrite.
And
You
you
get
took
what I'm
me all
saying?
the places I didn't want to go. Thank you very much, Jesse. I appreciate you, my darling. You do well for my
All right,
body.
Auntie B.
Thank you, my dear. Let's see you more often. Do you hear? Salut, Babati for me. Oh, I love you guys. Okay. SA has taken me all the way. I was in Lagos. Now SA has taken me to Sokoto. Let's try and get this back to the conversation. Kerewa before marriage. Uncle saying I didn't know. Say Manuela was Emmanuel. Nǹkan tá à All right, I see you. Al, man of prestige. Hello. But let me first of all go to Happy Soye. Hello,
Hello,
Happy
Auntie
Soye.
B. Hello, Auntie B. Good evening, ma.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm fine, ma. How are you doing, ma?
I'm good by the grace of God.
Okay. Auntie B, I've just been laughing all the comments you were saying. Kerewa, now only the head one. Just the
Now so
tip.
they start now. Now so they start to say, small now, baby, small, 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 small. I won't I not go put up. Just the head. Just the head. If you don't hear that just before. When I'm cool up with the head, the thing go cause sparking brain. You not gonna know the time when all the body go enter. You don't forget saying I heard the promise.
Oh, God.
We never heard those kind of promises before. Lori Iro,
Lord, you know, Lord, you know.
Lori Iro, 419 promise.
Ah, Auntie B, this case, there's nothing anybody will tell me. Emanuela fiance knows about it.
Okay.
Nobody can tell me anything. He knows about it because is he trying to tell us that Emanuela would purposely enter that marriage when he knows that the truth will come out? Do you think Emanuela is that stupid? I don't think so, Auntie B. That Emanuela, if the husband was not in the know, Emanuela would just take her two legs and enter the marriage. Won't they carry one? They will carry one now, Auntie B. So this Francis is just trying to save face because everything is now in the public. So he's just trying to save face. He knows about it. I guess the both of them, like SS said, the both of them, they are gay. Because Auntie B, there's a difference between a gay and a trans.
You can actually be an agege and not a transgender. It's very possible.
Okay. So you think
Yes,
that
that
this
means
uncle knows now he's trying to protect himself because he's in Nigeria. He doesn't want people to
uh,
judge him.
yes,
Because
yes,
unfortunately,
yes,
Emanuela deleted now. They took Emanuela to mortuary. They can't find and say Emanuela is Emmanuel. So he's trying to protect
exactly.
himself, right?
Yes, he's protecting himself from the society, from his friends, and from his family. He's
From
just protecting
judgment,
himself.
yeah. So
Yes,
what would you
and
advise
TB
people
knows about it.
that are dating now, gong gong gong, when you laugh, I want to advise them. How do you go about this in this day and age when you never know about gender anymore?
Is I don't know, Auntie B, because even in the Western world, despite the fact that they've accepted them, some people still hide their gender. There's even in the Western world where it's acceptable. Even some people, even there was a case you covered one time when he said an African man he patronized a lady, not knowing that the lady na trans. You
For
forgotten that case
America, yes, it's
in
still on my
America.
channel.
Ehen. So there are some people like that even they they are in the Western world, but they are still scared to like tell people their gender. So Auntie B, okay, how much more in Nigeria whereby even is not acceptable at all. I don't know. I don't the dating scene has been, I don't know, is it's complicated.
It
Very
is very,
complicated.
very complicated. Which I would like to ask any man. I have Bio in the studio, a man of prestige. If you think say you dey date woman, maybe you had that conversation with them, and the day one I want kerewa, you can't find and say, he not be woman. What do you go do? That's a very interesting I be saying wait, make I ask Bio. Bio dey here.
Okay, okay, ma.
Bio,
Auntie B,
you dey laugh, how body?
I did my office here. No be something.
I
See,
dey see you.
this topic it make me laugh
Mm-hmm.
because it sounds like fun, but it's not actually fun
No, it's not. It's
because it's a very
serious.
very serious
Mm-hmm.
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond this, but it's good as we'll still use fun. Just take the talk on because this matter, we not
Chineke,
gonna know. We
somebody
not know again.
who they use man of prestige for here? Egbami. Hold on, no. Man of prestige say I'm not in the studio, it's an impersonation. Egbami. Who
Okay,
do you need man of prestige? Hold on, Bio. Hold on.
Excuse me, ma'am.
maybe somebody get a
Hello?
similar name.
Excuse
Man
me,
of
ma'am.
prestige?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a man of prestige.
Yeah. What is going on?
Really? Is that your YouTube name?
Yeah, that's my YouTube name. This is the first time I've been on this platform. My wife listened to it, but I'm just opportunity to listen to right now because I'm at home. I'm calling from California. As
I
I'm looking
see.
at the flash, somebody named Man of Prestige. This is
Yes,
just my
we
YouTube
have
name,
a man
okay?
of prestige that we know here. His name is Ola. So when I saw you, I thought it was Ola. And then he sent a message and said, no, it's not me, it's an impersonator.
I'm not.
Is
I don't know about impersonator. I've been using Man of
has that
Prestige.
always been your name on YouTube?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
name on YouTube. So I'm not
Okay,
familiar.
that's
I've never
okay.
been on your platform before. This is the first time I'm
All
coming
right,
to your
that's all right. I
platform.
don't know. It's not impersonation. It's just a coincidence that that's your name. People can have similar name. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just my, it's just my YouTube name,
That's
that I
okay.
created a long
That's
time
fine.
ago. So I use it
Yeah.
for different platform, mainly
Yeah.
politics anyway.
Are you a man of prestige though?
That is my YouTube name.
Are you a man of prestige?
Of course, I'm a man of prestige. Why would I claim such a name if I'm not prestigious?
Okay, tell us what you think about the situation.
Okay, this is the first time thank you, Auntie B. This is the first time
You're
I'm joining this
welcome.
platform. Like I said, I'm calling from California. I've never get chance
Welcome.
opportunity to come to this platform
All right.
because
Bill,
of time
sorry, I'll come
wise.
back to you in a minute.
No worry, take your time. Yeah, I'm
Okay, go
here.
ahead, man of prestige number
Oh,
two.
okay. So I'm not.
Mm,
I just joined like about 20 minutes, 25 minutes ago. So I'm not quite preview, but I was able to get a little bit of the concept what you're talking about. So it's
right.
something like Agege, the person you're calling Manuela. So
Mm-hmm.
that's supposedly be the lady, right?
Yes.
So she's diseased, right? Or he's
Yes, she
diseased.
is. Yes.
So everything, the implication is just kind of coming out recently, right? After her disease.
Yeah, they found out that, she was a man
Yeah.
living as a woman in Nigeria. And
Oh,
they
okay.
were planning to get married in a church.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie B. I got the concept of the whole story. So, in my own opinion, this is what I believe. I'm not gonna marry. Of course, I've been married for more than 20 something years. So, but if I'm in that position, I mean, I believe in God and everything. Of course, I used to be a Catholic, but right now I'm a Baptist. But that notwithstanding, I believe for you to have, kerewa with your partner before marriage. That's my own belief. Okay, I mean, some
You
people may
believe in kerewa before marriage?
yes, ma'am. Some people may query with that. I mean, everybody has their own belief. I mean, I'm a full
Of course.
blown, I was a full blown Catholic actually. I used to be
Mm,
an altar boy, but that notwithstanding, I believe in
mm,
God and everything. But
mm.
yeah, I believe you have to carry what believe me, because you don't know what's gonna happen after you get married. Maybe you are not compatible in any
Right.
way, and that I know that's not the finally for any kind of marriage insecurity and everything, but that's part of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, some people say you need to test drive your car
Mm-hmm.
before you drive it.
Mm.
So I believe in that, and that's exactly what I did. So I've only been married once, my marriage, and I'm still married right now. So I have kids. So yeah, if that's the main concept, or I'm just listening. I said, let me dive in. Maybe I'll be coming in more often. But this is the first time. Okay, I
Yes,
enjoy your
definitely
show.
come on more often. We have really stimulating conversation here. So, and we need men like you, men of prestige, to contribute to it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
thank
gonna
you
I'm gonna
for,
set my alert. I mean, I live in California, which is like
yeah, put your subscription,
about 9 hours different from UK where you are. But
yeah.
that notwithstanding, I mean, I work from home, so it's I don't mind coming. I just want to contribute. But next time, I'm gonna set a lot, because I love your story. I learned it from my wife. Her name is
Thank
Tracy.
you.
But I'm gonna
Oh,
be coming. You are doing a great job.
thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so much, man of
And
prestige.
next
Please give
time, I'm
my
gonna
love
be
to your
coming and
wife.
do whatever I
Well
can do
done.
for contribution and
Well done
otherwise.
for being a man of prestige. We need more men of prestige. And you might want to subscribe to Men of Prestige. There's a channel called Men of Prestige.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah. Oh
He's from
yeah.
Nigeria
Oh
too.
yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Very, very
He's
interesting
doing
and
amazing
coincident.
work over there. So just put on YouTube Man on Prestige. It will come up. His name is Ola, but
I
that's the
just
name of
I
the
just did
channel.
it. Yeah, I'm looking at his face right
Oh
now.
yeah, you wanna join because I think you can bring a lot of value if you're a man of prestige.
Okay, I'm gonna join
Thank you
and have
so
a
much, my
conversation.
brother.
We are from Nigeria.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. My love to your beautiful wife. God bless you. Thank you. Man of Prestige 2. But you have to add 2 to your name so that we'll know who is who. Thank you. Man of Prestige from California. Bio, the way you they smile, eh? You smile white. You see this matter, eh? It's serious.
You see, yes,
They
well.
say you're a Catholic now. They say that Catholic church, they won't go wed.
Regardless, it doesn't really matter. So
Mm.
it's like anybody can be either deceived or whatever. Me, I don't look at all those things. I'm a Catholic.
No,
Doesn't
we're
mean
not, we're not looking at your own personal beliefs now. We're talking about Catholic Church in Nigeria.
no, no, no. What I'm saying is this. Yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying to you, Auntie B, whether you
Mm.
like it or not, this is the one we know of. Do
Yeah.
you know how many marriages have been conducted under deceit? There are so many now. Do you
Hmm.
understand? So,
Hmm.
uh, if they ask me to bet my money or put a bet that this had not happened in the Catholic Church before or in the Pentecostal Church without
The
the
priest finding
officiating
out.
ministry knowing, I won't say I'm not going to put my money there. Do you understand?
Really? You think it's happened
Yes.
before?
What we are saying is, even though we don't have the facts, but
Hmm.
do you know human being is something else now? Do you understand my
It's true.
point?
You're
You
right.
know?
Hmm.
So yeah, for instance, even here in the US, I attend a Pentecostal church that I go with my babe most times now. For instance, let's say few months here into that church, if I decide to marry now, next month say I won't go that church, they're going to marry me. How do they know if I'm a T?
Hmm.
If I be a gay or not. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so at least we all know on this platform that is even over time back in Nigeria, not over here, that we always hear because we always have to distinguish the situation in Nigeria and the situation in Obodoyibo.
Of
Do you
course.
understand? Uh-huh. All those things where they talk for Nigeria, where they'll say, hey, the rules are too much. Even in the Catholic
Ninja.
Church,
Ninja.
Nigeria rules are too much.
Now the
Even
denier you won't talk about.
even Catholic Church
Hmm.
self, all churches, anything in Nigeria, the rules go too much. They overdo things. They can even be more Catholic than the Pope. Do you
Now so.
understand?
Hmm.
Over here, is different. So the same thing with or any denomination you have,
Mm.
you can
So
tell that.
I mean, if
So
I
so
wish Emmanuela no delete that wedding for
mhm,
happen. No. That's
you
what
know,
Jesse is saying, and that's
yeah.
true.
So yes, now that's true. So what am I trying to say here? So over time, now be even time when people can't able to bond. Let's say for instance, what Essay was talking about.
Hmm.
Maybe churches begin to notice that if they marry somebody today, for instance, less than 9 months, they don't can do baby dedication for church, right? So that was what prompted some churches to say, "Oh, go and bring a pregnancy test," right? So even if they go bring pregnancy test, can you not go to hospital and bring fake pregnancy test in Nigeria? You know, what is the guarantee that the pregnancy test is 100%? So the truth of the matter is that anybody can be deceived. The church can be deceived. People can be deceived. So having said that, let me say this because you too, you're a professional and you live in the advanced world. As a person personally, we know that we don't condemn. We accept every uh, every classification, whatever they classify themselves for. You know, whether you a man classified as a woman or whatever. In the US here, you see my comment there. Recently, there was a news
Mm.
that came out. One saying a trans, the next thing go pregnant people for jail.
Now
You
so
understand?
even for
Uh-huh.
here, it don't happen for here.
The-
He saying after I don't go carry out people, he go carry out
Mhm,
somebody by force. When I
mhm.
walk carry and go jail, come to saying be trans, say me they carry and go
Okay.
women jail. They say you
Uh-huh.
carry out people by force. If they carry now Scotland, this one for happen. They say if they carry you go women jail. Now they say you go cuckoo carry out all of them for them now. This
Mhm.
thing gone turn to big political
So
debate.
big
And it's
issue.
nothing more. Hmm.
So that is the thing. So, but the only thing that they need to be bold about, just like the previous caller before the second man of prestige spoke,
Hmm.
she's made a very vital point there when she said that even in the first world where we are, where we don't condemn, people are still hiding their identity. Some people, not everybody are still 100% free, right? Because just like this now, most of us, we know that in the office environment, in the society, you have to accept everybody. So some of us, we just claim that we accept, but if you look inside our heart, say we were not
It's
trained
not
like that. Do you
easy.
understand my
It's not
point?
easy.
It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. It's not
But
easy.
we are just following the law so that we don't be
And so
on the
you know
wrong
when they
side.
sack you for your job, so you just
Thank you.
maintain.
You just maintain,
Mm-hmm.
but not be saying they really check your heart. It's just the same way you
Cynthia, they
see
asked
some.
one very, very important question. He said, I still want to
Okay.
understand why they went to wed in church.
Yeah, that is a clear that one. I thought that was well said. You even made a comment on top of that, which is clear. You know, the comment is very clear. According to the story, he said, there are people that they believe that they do things because of who they are or who they want to please.
Mm,
So we don't have the details, but I think I heard you talking about maybe one of the parties' parents or whoever is a
yes,
Catholic, and they
yes.
want to make
That's the
sure.
answer.
So
That's the answer,
you know,
Cynthia.
so
Some
that
parents
answer
in
is very,
Nigeria, you have to wed in their church. You
yeah,
must.
it's
Nigerian parents most
self-explanatory.
times are very, very dominant.
Hmm.
You
And
have to do
and
what they want.
Yeah, and Auntie B, I know that is not the comment for the day, and I don't want to raise a topic that is so controversial. But I
Right.
pray that God should give us the grace individually, even me, if I'm not understanding it right, to let God give us the grace to understand it. Because it's over 7 years ago, I've made a comment on social media like this about this issue, the issue of, let's say, for instance, regardless of whichever denomination, two women want to go and marry, right? So these two women, they are going through marriage class, and one became pregnant during the process, going to kerewa with the partner. But because that person has a reputation in the church, and the person will now decide to say, okay, if church know this thing not go work. So at the
Mm,
end of the day, the person will go ahead and remove the thing. Let me not use the
yes.
English word, and remove
Yes.
the thing. After I
Mm-hmm.
remove the thing, finish. Even though the pastor or whoever ask and say, I have not do this thing before, even if you say yes,
Mm-hmm.
but are you carrying the person now? He said no. They will still go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and bless that wedding because
Now
they
so.
believe God is a merciful God, right?
Yes.
Which
Yes.
I agree. So that decision right, Then why is it that the second person who did that same first scene of Kerewa, but at the end of the day say, I have seen that first scene, but I don't want to do the second one, right? So what is the difference between scene A and scene B? Do you understand my
That is
point?
the
Because
judgment of man.
person A
Hey,
and
that's a
person,
very, very good thing.
that's the judgment of man.
Now, judgment
So
of man
when
be
I'm saying
that.
this,
You
Auntie
see,
B, do you know
Bio,
why I'm
you know
serious
TD
about
Jakes.
this? Okay, go ahead. Yes.
TD Jakes in Peking,
Mm-hmm.
as big as that bishop is, in Peking get belle. I think she was only 14 or so. Some of you want to
Yeah.
remember that story of Sarah Jakes. Mona tell me how
Yes, yes.
old she was. She carried belle. She was 13. Abisoye, you remember?
Yes.
You know what TD Jakes do? That's why that man, I respect him so much. I believe so much in his ministry. I believe he was called. And even though people no agree, this thing, example when you get so bio in Peking, imagine
Mm-hmm.
pastor, not just pastor, bishop like that. Maybe Peking
Mm-hmm.
can carry belle at 13. As you talk, so the scene, he don't do the scene, the Peking don't do the scene. You
Yes, sir.
go knack, you carry belle.
Uh-huh.
You know, come
Uh-huh.
out the Peking, you born that Peking, no.
Mm-hmm.
But if now a Nigerian power
Niger, that's
bishop,
what
where
I'm
I know,
saying. Thank you.
hey,
And
if
even
now
Auntie B,
Nigerian bishop, now then say go
Uh-huh.
take their hand, carry them,
Go
go where they
come
go,
out
come out that Peking.
because I don't see
Because
where
of
person
what people will say. Nigerian
we
bishop
say.
will hide them.
Eh? I don't see person
Nigerian
where be
bishops.
deacon for church or be waiting. His daughter won't marry because his daughter carry something. They still marry the same guy, but he said the shame that
Yes.
they not go allow the shame.
What
So when
will
they go
people
remove the thing,
say?
they can't go remove the
Bio.
thing.
Ah.
Just imagine, remove the thing, they can still do the same wedding.
And so,
I said this does not
if
make
God
sense.
won't come
So
punish them, they will come get belay again. That
you
time when they
know,
don't remove the first one.
so while we know that as Christians it's good to be 100% out of it, abstinence is the way to go. We agree. Nobody argues that, but let us be reasonable. Auntie B, thank you very much. Let
You do
me
well, my brother.
allow
Face your
you
work, Jare.
continue
God
here.
bless
All
you.
right now. Have a great day.
Take care. Bless you,
Yeah,
my
bye.
brother. Thank you
Uh-huh.
so much, Bio. I always appreciate you. Thank you. Somebody they say because God say precious beloved. What did they talk? Because God said Himself will judge against waiting morality. I beg.
Auntie B, Nigerians, we are hypocritical in nature.
You always think, the thing about
Oh,
Nigerians, we always they feel say
oh.
na kere was sin, na him be the only sin. When even the sin, pride alone before God na sin. Pride. Say you dey
Some
feel you dey buga.
even somebody that is collecting bribe will still come to this platform now to say sexual immorality. Somebody that steals, somebody that lies. No sin is bigger than any that
Leave that
no sin
matter,
is
Jare.
bigger
Now
than
make
any
people
other
they
sin.
pretend, they hide. They use one sin, they cover another sin because they don't want what people go say. I beg, leave that matter. More will leave am. Thank you, my darling. Abi
And
so
and
so yeah.
and and so and
Go
to be the
ahead.
fact that
Yes.
Nigeria we are so this fact that Nigeria we are so judgmental is causing us more harm than good. I'm telling you
Of course.
because
Not
in
today.
the process of it, in the process of it trying to cover a small something, it will blow up to a bigger one, and before you know it, will keep going on a circle, going around a
What
circle.
that bishop when divorced that day? Abi so yeah. Bishop, what's it be name? The one when your wife run come UK, come sit down. Helen and Richard Jeffo.
Okay, we said that for yeah.
You know how long they were living apart when we don't know?
Ah,
They don't fit tell anybody.
what about Yakilome?
They don't fit tell anybody. They hide down. It was till the man was doing his how many years in the ministry and he was doing one big celebration, birthday and everything, that people now noticed that the woman was conspicuously absent. Even after the blogs carried the story to today, that woman they deny say they are still together. It's against
Ah,
my faith. I don't
uh,
support divorce. I will
uh,
never be divorced.
oh
She's
God.
still she's still saying, she's still maintaining that they are married till today.
Auntie, let me tell you, in Nigeria, the LGBT, if you see the people that are the true ones, you will see them. They are really going through a lot in Nigeria. You see all those Bobrisky, they are hustlers. Though. You see those Bobrisky, those are hustlers. If you see the real ones, oh God, the things they do just to cover their secrets, they go to the extreme. They
And
go
do
to
we
the
blame do we
extreme.
blame anybody? Because Nigerians are very, very judgmental. They are not, we
Yeah.
are not tolerant.
Yes, and it's not good. It's
So
not
people
good.
will cover. They will
So
continue to cover.
this Emanuela
Mm.
is such a sad case for somebody to go to this extent, like to just to cover up his or I don't know. I don't know
Lifestyle. Yeah.
exactly. So it's so sad. But
Mm.
that is a fiancé, abi a fiance knows about it. He cannot tell me that. He
Okay.
cannot tell anybody that. He knows about it. He's 100% into it. So that one is a big lie. Just a big lie. And I don't
Thank
blame
you.
himself. So that's it.
Thank you, Abisaye. I appreciate your contribution, my darling. I gotta move on now. We've done almost 2 hours. This topic is hot. Al, you are welcome. Let's do this very quick. I see I have about 4 people waiting. Hi, welcome, my darling.
Auntie B, good evening. Can you hear me?
I can, darling. Thanks for your patience.
It's okay. I was just enjoying everybody else talk. So it's
It was really interesting.
okay.
Welcome.
Auntie B, you've taken us to a different town hall this evening.
Thank you.
Uh, first of all, what do you expect the guy in question to say that he
Mm,
knew? He won't have been able.
mhm,
He can't say that now because obviously he has to defend himself when you live in a very homophobic or transphobic country like Nigeria. So that survivor mode activated right there.
mhm, mhm,
Um, I think the biggest issue here is deception. Why,
mhm,
why, why go through all that when you know exactly what the reaction from the church is going to be? The church is very clear. Even Anglican Church in Nigeria, the Anglican Church in the UK, or Church of England, they're kind of really, really clear about their disagreement on LGBT issues. So why would you even bring it to the Nigerian Catholic environment? However,
mhm.
that's being trans doesn't mean that people are not religious. There are some
Of
trans people
course.
that are very, very religious and
Of
they
course.
feel that they need to validate their relationship in front of
God.
their God as they know their God. And
Mhm.
rightfully so, people should be entitled to have freedom of religious association, but that's not the case in Nigeria. But what really, really bothers me is that did the priest have to fast for 21 days for this person to
No, I don't think the fast was for this person. No.
clearly, yes, yes, because I can
No.
imagine that there were other kind of atrocities
No.
in that church
No.
that
No,
people
it's
did
not for
not
this
want.
person. I didn't get the feeling that it was because of this person. It was just a church
Yeah,
thing that they normally do annually or something like that.
yeah. As just the church members that are thinking because of the prayer that this person, ended the way they ended. They have other people that are committing more serious sins in that church that did not end in that way. If this person was very rich and had a Rolls Royce like the ones that hustle in Lagos, they wouldn't have had a keke accident. So there's a
Let
poverty
me
issue going
Yes, let
on
me
as
ask you
well.
why okay, you've already I think you kind of answered the question because I was going to ask you why they felt that they needed to do it in the church. Yeah, you've answered it.
And to be we during this conversation we've talked about, their parents wanting them to get married in church and all this business. Is it the same
Mhm.
parents that they hired for traditional marriage? I don't understand.
I don't know. Me, I don't know. We need to go and look for somebody from what's that place they call it in Port Harcourt? They call the name of there's a name they call that area in Port Harcourt that can give us more info about this situation because
Because if their parents, or be it both parents, have agreed for them to get married the way they got married, so why are they going to their genuine parents now
I
for
don't
church
know.
validation?
Rumor.
It
The,
doesn't
the,
it doesn't make sense.
The
I think.
area is called Rumor Lumini. Rumor Lumini. That's where the church.
Mm.
They have a lot of rumor in Port Harcourt, by the way. There's always rumor, this, rumor, this. I don't know. They have something with that rumor name. Anybody in Rumor Lumini in Port Harcourt, come and tell us. I don't
And
know.
to be honest, some of these straight guys that are attracted to trans people,
Mm.
sometimes you would see the pressure they put on these trans people to look more and more feminine and be validated by
But are they
society.
straight though? Is the man? You think the man is straight if he's attracted to
You see,
a trans
when,
person?
when it comes to gender and sexuality, there are two different things. We need to separate them. I say that
You've
because
told us before.
Yes,
Mm.
I've been exposed to seeing somebody that had transitioned from male to female and ended up in a lesbian relationship. And at the time I saw it, I thought, oh my God, this is mind boggling. Why would you, if you like women in that way, why would you go through the process of transitioning and now you are still with a woman? So gender and sexuality are very, very different,
Mm.
different things. So,
Right.
people that are trans, that are married to straight men do not see themselves as gay people
Right.
because they see themselves as intrinsically women. They just that they were, the argument or discussion around being born in the wrong body. So when they kind of finally reconcile their physical body and their psychological body, they live the life that they've already lived internally. So it's not an issue. They don't see themselves as gay people. So if you
Right.
see a trans person saying that I'm not gay, they're actually telling the truth. They mean it. They are not gay. They are trans. They see themselves as women that are married to men. And a lot of trans people that have transitioned, say a man transitions to a woman, does not necessarily want a gay man. Sometimes they would like a straight man as their partner. So
Okay, so a lot of us are probably not because I'm lost already. I'm not gonna lie.
I get it.
I'm
I
lost.
get it.
I'm
It's just that
lost.
the concepts are very, very deep, and you really need to
Yeah, we
understand
may
this.
never understand it. I mean,
Yes, yes, they are
please
very deep.
give
Yeah,
us the
yeah.
grace that this thing is not easy. Coming from our culture and our
It,
background, it's
it
not easy
isn't.
for us to assimilate these things. So yeah, we are
It isn't
trying.
easy. It isn't easy. But also, and to be, I'm in no way saying that being trans or LGBT in any way has got any kind of delusional aspect to it. But what I'm trying to say is that there are some people that could be trans or gay or LGBT and still have delusions about it. Because somebody
Mm.
that could be transitioned into female and also have a delusional element, which is like a mental illness on its own. I'm not saying being trans is a mental illness, but there are people that could have that as well, just as straight people could
Mm.
have delusional issues. So if
Mm.
you are delusional on top of that, on top of being a trans, then you could do certain things that are abnormal to people around you.
So Al, I'm going to ask you finally because of time. I want to
Mm.
move on. Um, do you think that the fiance knew or didn't
Oh,
know that Emanuela
clearly.
is
Clearly, I think this is the problem. People like Emanuela are the ones that come out. People do not see the fiancés that are actually pushing Emanuela
hiding?
to be more feminine. They
Hmm.
knew. They
I,
knew
I
what
mean,
Emanuela was, and I think this is just hiding face. I can understand that from a survival perspective, but in terms of if this is something you really want to, if it's something you really believe in, why deny Emanuela now? Before I go to Antibi, the biggest issue that I have here is the confidentiality in Nigerian hospitals. Why are we telling people what a dead person looks like?
ha,
This is
ah,
the biggest issue because, to be honest, that could have been somebody that has two genitals, for example, and we're going to put it in social media. There's this very acute need to share confidentiality issues. If somebody is brought into your morgue and you've seen this stuff, do you need to start broadcasting that this person is female instead of male? I don't understand it. These are
that's
big
another angle.
fundamental issues that we really need to be looking at because Nigerian medical, not all, but a lot of Nigerians that work in the medical field, they don't hold confidentiality. If you had
And
HIV,
that's
they'll
why they
discuss
get
it.
into trouble when they come over here.
Exactly, exactly. That really,
Hmm.
really bothers me that a body that was brought to you in confidence to look after the whole world now know who their gender is.
You're
It's
right.
sad.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Al. Appreciate your contribution as always, my darling brother from the community. Oh my God, more people are coming in. Okay, I'm going to end at exactly 2 hours. So if you didn't come in before 2 hours, sorry, or you're lower. I will still end at 2 hours. Film girl, you are just coming in. Okay, or you're lower. Let me just tell you ahead now. Queen B, you're
Hi,
welcome.
Auntie B. So nice to
How are
speak
you?
with you. I love you. I love you. I just want to say so.
Thank
I'm
you. Where are you
fine,
joining us
thank you.
from? I don't think I've seen your
Co-
name before.
no, I'm acting under an alias for privacy reasons. Please forgive
That's all
me.
right.
Maybe after
Uh-huh.
the show, I'll tell you my real name.
That's all right. You don't
Uh,
have to. It's fine.
no problem. Thank you so much for accommodating me. I used
You're
to
welcome.
live at Rumolumelu. That's the
Oh,
correct
really?
pronunciation. Yes.
Room, say it again.
Rumolumeni. Room. I'm just trying to
Rumolumeni.
break it down. Rumolumeni. Eni. It goes up in Port Harcourt. I don't know what you were trying to say they are saying about Rumolumeni, but it's purely a residential area. Very calm, very beautiful residential area. I lived there and later moved out when I got separated with my husband. And I want to address this matter. You sabi that judge where our grandmama and our mama then they put for bottom box where they smell of camphor. This matter.
Oh my God. Kumbi, why
This
are you taking me back now to my mama? To my mama Akpoti with Camphor
you
and George.
I beg you don't talk, chop fish and chips in UK too much. So let me bring you back. So
Oh
this
my God.
matter.
Oh my God.
This matter tie that rapper double, that judge double with Cora bead, put skull show on top. The matter too much.
Eh?
There's something we are missing out about this guy or Emmanuel. Sorry, but
Go
make I
ahead.
talk something. Make I talk something. You see, Niger, we have some deep, ugly sexual practices that we pass off for normal, but they are just elephants in the room
But be
until you
careful
bring them
because
up.
this platform when we dey so we know the feel open mouth talk everything like that. So
Eh-eh.
as
No be even this in matter they talk because me I live for London for 7 years, so I dey exposed. No be this in
okay.
matter, no dey bias about am. Now, wetin I be dey talk be say when we dey town, we no go for village, but later on when I was 17 precisely, we came back to the village. Now for we dey town, we just know say you go live life, you go dey decent. When we come back to village, then come they tell us some things. Person go come visit you for house, then go tell you say, oh, na your brother, na your cousin, or na your brother. You know, for African language, we no get cousin, na brother or sister.
Now
Oh,
brother
that
and sister.
thank you. That person na your brother. You fit friend them, but you no fit marry am. Wetin that one come mean?
I don't know that one. No, you feel friend. I never hear that one
You
before.
fit friend them, but you no fit marry am. Meaning if fit F you, I'm sorry to use that word, and you can do anything, but when it comes to marriage, oh, we no go
Now for
marry you.
on our side, that side it dey happen, the Port Harcourt area.
No, but you know, I'm from the south, so I they talk. I
I've
go
not
give
heard
you
that one
another
before, to
example
be
before.
honest.
Yes, I go give you another example. This one you go know. This one where we say because all of us now girls when my mama born. Now when we come back, my papa married second wife. Now then go tell you say somebody come our house, come tell our mama say make one of us day born picking for her. You understand? These are what I mean by very useless sexual practices we have.
So
We
how it
condone.
relate to this topic now?
Fine, I'm coming there. You see this guy where we they talk, where die so.
When pie, now pie
Go
would they
check.
use.
Thank you. I beg, forgive me. I no want to make
It's
them close
okay.
your channel. I beg. Now, go for a real FB page. Just the name Emmanuel Adolisa. Go check am. Some of him pictures you go see am, and I don't know whether this one then the pride flag they behind them. Go
Okay,
for
for even
it.
the picture, for the picture way for the
Yes.
Emmanuel.
Yes.
How many people?
I'm not
But
his
how many
friend
people for
though,
Nigeria know where to be pride flag? How many people
but
know?
you Sabina. So I'm trying to tell you something. He was that person will marry and Sapi. There's no hiding.
Isabi?
Now go for in IG page, in original IG page. Anybody where they listen this thing, we know, we don't go there, go know say he identify as trans.
Right.
So forget that thing, no. People know what thing them they do. Now let me take you back about this is like 2-3 weeks ago in Uganda. One
Okay,
imam married somebody.
make we not to go far. Let's stick to this one because of time. So you get like
Okay,
2 more minutes so that we go move on.
okay, no problem. All these things where we they talk, then they will.
Yeah,
This
of
one just
course.
happened because in by now, like waiting the former the caller before me talk. See, if in buy for keke, you sabi how Nigeria they yeah. Then go carry him body go mortuary. Maybe now for the handbag, then go carry start to identify am and every other thing. and from there news go spread. Because now,
Right.
or maybe they go carry the phone, unlock and try to, or maybe the first caller wake up. Oh, who be the person? Oh, now man, we get here. They say, but no, now the person who I know now, woman. So that's how that the kind of information can, disseminate. Yes, I agree. We have a problem with confidentiality. No, the only hospital. Go register for NIM now. Then they shout your date of birth. The whole room will lumen go hear am. So
the whole room go hear your date of birth. I know sure say
so
for a lot of circles, I mean a lot of places now, I know that confidentiality is now something when they need to teach for school for people to understand and for that our country.
then go agree understand. So
Now wow.
I think these two people then sabi wetin dem dey do. I
Okay.
agree with the person wey talk say one of na because of family and societal pressures na im dem wan do
Yes.
that
Then
by
they
force
want
by
then they won't do
fire.
this thing. Yeah.
Bam! You
Mm,
don't you do- yes, that's what I know. But another
mm.
question wey you go ask be say, you una put wetin dem dey call Cynthia, leave me with that Uganda matter. E
Cynthia
get
say
one
make
e
you
get
leave in
one
country alone. Cynthia they defend in country. He say make you
oh
leave
she
Uganda
come
alone for this
there,
matter.
she
No bring
look so
Uganda come
beautiful in
inside.
her
I
era,
know they
but
play
na
with you,
for una
Cynthia.
side
Anything when
Imam
Cynthia
marry
wants, I gotta
France
give it
now.
to her. So please,
So
I beg Queen B, leave Uganda alone. I have so
I
many
love
supporters
Cynthia
from
now, she
Uganda. I
fine,
love
na fine
Uganda.
girl.
So
Na
let's leave
fine girl.
Uganda alone. Mhm.
So okay,
Mm.
so that's the thing. Wetin I dey talk be say, see those two people sabi wetin dem dey do. If dem no sabi, the person wey born this guy,
They say your
dem
parents disowned him 2 years ago. Now what I hear for comment section with that?
but the people share dem talk say for the news, Grapevine
That
talk
is
am
his
say they don marry
Emanuela. They
for
say your
villa.
parents
O.
disowned him two years
Yes,
ago.
yes, you're
Mm.
right. But Grapevine has it say dem do travel. Where dem go do the travel?
Traditional, they rent parents. Queen B, now you they talk like this. You supposed to know now. They rent parents now. This man where they look and so it is an original father be this. Nigeria, you can rent anything rentable. Now money they talk. Thank
Oh,
you, my
you
dear.
sabi say one of your callers talk another thing again. You see,
Say what?
most of these people wey we dey see for they shout their own this thing change for online and every other thing wey dey gather followers left and right. Dem be second hand. The real people wey dey handle this thing for Naija no
They
dey
know
talk.
they talk. Those ones
I
know
get
they
one
talk
friend
now.
now. I get friend wey be say like for okay, her pikin na like 6 years old. All of a sudden I notice say she and her husband no dey together again. That one no be big deal. But then I come dey see am with another
You
woman, and
see,
one of
you
those
they see your friend
yes,
with another woman.
yes. Even as I dey talk now, she don travel, she dey the person house, she don update me.
So
And
now
one
woman
of
she
the
they into. She know they into
yes,
men.
yes,
Mhm.
and one of the this one na mother of this the husband sef na real church boy. The two
Not
father-in-law and the
today.
mother-in-law na
Again,
pastor.
now, it now, it full grand, it full grand. Women they like that
So
where they don't marry because of culture, tradition, pressure. What do people say? They will
bam,
can't go marry men.
bam.
But eventually, especially if they do obodoyibo where they get, you know, see that story one time, Queen B, for
Which
Anambra
one?
State when one woman
Mm.
the woman he did husband house so he did in husband house
Mm-hmm.
but he gets another one pekele girl like that where they thought say that you see the
Oh,
story ba
yes, I remember the
that in
one you
pekele
did
girlfriend he buy
talk.
the woman husband though he
Yes,
buy the woman
yes,
husband
yes. He dey police now. The matter
aha
dey
so
police
not be
now.
today
That one na news oh. Make I tell you the one wey happen like for where I dey work for this hour.
you
No be
really
for
get the
Rumolumolu,
stories
na for
plenty
Port
where Queen
Harcourt.
B oh
Make I no be your
all
host.
these
Make
Port
I no
Harcourt
still host.
people, Port Harcourt people. With you, when I dey
Make
grow up, I
I
hear say Port Harcourt na Sodom and Gomorrah be Port
eh,
Harcourt.
me I no dey see
Yes,
am
so
like that oh.
now
Maybe
so we
because of
hear
the
for all
I
those
dey
rumor
see.
la and rumor kere. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Last one.
Me, I know. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
make I dey- that one na news. The one wey happen
Mm-hmm.
live for my side where I dey work. Now, so at the office we dey talk. We dey talk something else about how all this. E get one of us wey im boy steal something. Now they come say even this man wey dey opposite us. Now so in wife, sorry, their sales girl steal something. If you see the way the wife run, that is something where you go like holler the person or threaten the person, say you go jail am, or maybe you go just summon the person or dismiss the person. The woman dey dey everybody they look am. Then one of them say yes. One of my colleagues say yes. Now I go beg and then two know wetin dem dey do for inside that office. I shock. I
It
don't
is
know whether
well.
you understand wetin I talk.
I dey hear. I dey hear you.
Person wey him with him husband dey manage business, but him with sales girl get something wey dem dey do.
They
So
dey run
sales
things. They are
dem
running
dey
things on the
run
side.
am.
Madam and sales
Also
girls are running things.
also dem dey also well.
Oh my God, I don't feel
So
love
the sales girl
Abeg.
don grow sotey she fit do anything for that office, even the oga sef go fit.
Because he be madam side chick now. Why no go fit? He no go grow wings. Easy. You know easy now. If easy, make you run am now. Sure.
Side
Now what
guinea
for you?
fowl
Oh?
as in
Mm.
no be
Thank
small
you, my
thing o.
dear.
Aunty B,
I beg call us
aunty
again. I
B,
too enjoy. You know your pidgin, nice sweet me pass. You
eh,
sabi speak better pidgin.
yeah,
Not be everybody
na
sabi
wetin
speak
we dey
pidgin. Your
talk for
pidgin,
Port Harcourt
he
now.
enter. If I tell Olame speak pidgin,
My
now he go dey speak.
sister,
He go dey speak. You know who speak pidgin.
you know they hear Wike for even BBC. Na pidgin be the
Wike,
language.
that one na Dainska. Wetin Hausa people dey call Dainska governor, na him be Wike o. I say Port Harcourt people I dey fear una. Una no easy. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. God bless you. Ola, you sabi speak pidgin? If I say you speak pidgin, now if you speak pidgin, na so Oyibo you go dey there dey speak. You don't mind they speak Yoruba once in a while now. You sabi speak pidgin? Can you?
Kojo. Small now, small.
Totally lost with all the pidgin we are speaking now. You are lost. If Yoruba
No,
people don't know how to speak pidgin,
I have
if
to
you want
zone in
pidgin,
extra. I
if
have
you
to
want
zone in
pidgin,
extra.
come to south. When they say south,
South,
southeast and
south,
south.
south.
Our pidgin conk.
I enjoy pidgin actually,
Our
but
pidgin
no,
is sweet.
I know if you speak English. I
No,
say
pidgin
English.
too dey
Pidgin.
sweet. I enjoy
Oh
that
my show.
conversation.
Mm,
Now,
mm,
when I go in fair, I know say Yoruba people know they hear pidgin. If they speak pidgin to them, they go they. I say, what did they do you?
mm-hmm.
Not in Nigeria, you be. You know, some speak pidgin. If they go to speak another thing.
Pidgin.
Hello, how are you?
Ade, how you dey?
I'm good.
Okay.
Welcome.
Now wow.
Kushai.
I said make a call in since my other brother.
We see man of prestige. I didn't say that you. When you don't send me, I didn't check the picture. When you don't send, you put a message and say this is not man of prestige. I was like, who be this? Who are you? We only know one man of prestige. Please identify yourself.
Abio. I was just listening in the background. I was doing some other things, and I hear Auntie B say, "Good to see you." Met up, and I was like, "BT Bow, she the one minute." Which
In the 1 minute, if you don't play one of those soundtracks, stop the car.
yeah, the one minute. Who is man of
The 1
prestige?
minute.
So I was like, "This has got to be a job." I was like, "Let me at least post in there so that nobody come on the stream and
I
disrupt
actually thought it
unnecessarily."
was you. It's a good thing
Yeah,
you confirmed. Now we
yeah.
know we have another man of prestige. I've told
Ah,
him he should put man of prestige 2. We can't
yeah.
have 2 men of prestige.
Abio, I didn't want. I just wanted to make sure that the channel is safe. That's why I came in and say something at least because there are a lot of trolls online. We don't want them to
That's
act out of
true.
place. But
That's true.
yeah, good to hear from him.
Yeah, it seems
Yes,
like a man of prestige. I like that.
yeah, that's
Mm.
good. Anybody who would name themselves that, I think they
Mm.
are trying to carry a message. So that's always a
Yeah,
good thing.
that's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah. Oh God, story Lagbara. This story is beyond my scope. Yeah, I just want to say shout out.
It's beyond your scope. Okay, Ola. No wahala. I hear you. He says beyond his scope. Okay. Hello? Ola, are you there? Hello? Ola? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? What's going on? Ola, I hear you. You say it's beyond your scope. I understand. Thank you. God bless you. We'll see you soon. Romari.
Hi, Imbo.
Hello, baby girl. How are you,
Long time.
sis?
I go for your hand. I know service speak
You know,
pidgin.
Sabi speak pidgin. All these rivers and cross river and Akwa Ibom people.
Now I'm too strong, I
Una
beg.
no be Nigerians. If una no Sabi speak pidgin. Pidgin are the cocoa language for Nigeria. Where we take the yarn pata.
They used to laugh at me when I used to try, so I gave up.
Hi. Anybody that doesn't know how to speak pidgin is not a proper Nigerian.
They
I'm
used to
telling
say
you.
my English is too much, so
You be professor now, so I understand. Hmm.
so I was just listening to everybody, and I liked the guy that was really breaking down, um, the way they identify, and the fluidity between these things. It's quite complicated, but I wanted to look at her as a person beyond what her societal or parental pressures were, because identifying as a woman, she probably struggled over time to come to that point where she now decided to dress up as one and fully come out as trans. And I believe she had her growing up in the church. She still wanted to continue. But it's difficult being in Nigeria and knowing that even though you're religious, that the same religion would kind of toss you in the trash, you know. She still wanted to fit in. She still wanted to, you know, probably had dreams of putting on a wedding gown and getting married in the church and doing all the things that many girls like, you know. And not like I support the deception and everything, but I guess in her own mind, or in their own mind, they just wanted to do what they had to do to get what they wanted. Unfortunately, it kind of ended this way. But looking at her as a person, she just wanted to probably live her dreams. It's just that it's difficult to do all of that within Nigeria, within religious circles. Though, I mean, I know a couple of um, LGBT community that live in Nigeria and quite open about it. Some of them are activists. Although they receive threats here and there, they kind of are ready to put themselves on the line just as long as they live freely. And it's a it's a very courageous thing to do, but they do. I don't blame them for being in hiding or
Let me
even the
ask
fear.
you.
Yes.
Let me ask you because I'm about to end.
Yes.
Do you think if the fiance said he didn't know, and most people say that called and said he knew, do you think that you know dating in the modern society that people should carry or at least get very close to be to ascertain that people are who they say they are before marriage?
I mean, I'm not religious, so I would say I
You
can't
are
speak
not
for.
religious,
Yeah, I believe in God. I,
but
I
you're not
I just
religious.
don't believe in organized religion.
Really? Hey,
Yes.
Jesus. Daddy White heart is gonna break if I tell him that his sister. Then I call my in-law, say he's not religious, he don't believe in organized J. Jesus, his
I
heart is
still
gonna
not very. I just feel people should
he's gonna
live.
start praying for you now. He'll put your
Yeah,
name in the
please.
Bible and
Oh, I
start
need
doing prayer
prayer.
for you. We will start praying for you because daddy,
Oh,
hey,
no
you're
wahala,
not
no
religious.
wahala. I
How are
receive
you
it
not
from
religious?
here.
Hi, Romari, you broke my heart this night. I'm gonna tell Daddy what. That his sister that I'm always calling my in-law. He says no, she's not religious.
I
Eh?
have not ceased to be your in-law. I'm still your in-law by fire by
Yeah,
force.
you must be religious. We claim you as a religious person in Jesus' name. I'm
Oh
kidding.
my
Go
glory. I
ahead, my
just
darling.
yeah, I just feel I just feel people should live their
Hey,
truth. If you want to go the non-career route, just go on it the whole 9 yards.
yes.
If you want to
Right.
go the career route,
Hmm.
leave it with your full chest, you know. I just feel some people are just, they judge one area, and meanwhile the rest of their lives is a lie. But it's just care. Oh, I don't care what, but you lie, you steal, you do. I mean, if you want to do all of that, be the whole, righteous person. If you don't want to live that, that's on you. But I mean, the most important questions to ask really is: Are you cis? Are you trans? Are you non-binary? Are you a gender? There's so many things. Just to be sure, and people really need to be honest. From the get-go, not when your emotions are involved and you feel some kind of way. Just be upfront from the start. I mean, you'll be shocked by how many people in Nigeria kind of leave this, in the back door
Yeah.
anyway.
And
So,
they
I
hide.
mean,
They hide and
yeah,
pretend.
just be yourself. You always find somebody for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love that. Thank you so much,
yeah. I
Romari.
love you,
Appreciate you.
sis. In
I
love.
love you, but I'm gonna put you in my prayer points now. How are you not religious when you're my in-law and you know that the wife is a minister?
Don't worry.
Romari,
I'll come to New York. I'll cook you afang, and we'll,
you
we'll
now
be
you've
at
entered
peace
our
again.
prayer point. I'm gonna tell that the one now. You've entered our prayer point. I'm not no. This is we are taking it seriously. I mean
Oh,
it.
no wahala.
Thank you, my darling. Love you very much. God bless you. Okay, we're rounding up. Ayomi Crown.
Hi,
Ah,
Anthony.
is the baby there? Oh?
Yeah.
Are you okay to
Sorry.
talk?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You
It's
sure?
just, yeah, I'm fine.
It sounds
I
like
just
a
wanted
new
to,
baby.
yeah.
How old is she or he?
She's 4 months.
Oh, I've not had a
Uh,
new baby in a
fine.
long time. Oh, I miss babies. I do.
Oh.
Mine are so grown. I don't like them anymore because they are too grown now. They're adults. I prefer babies that can talk. Welcome,
No,
my darling.
well, yes,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Welcome.
How you doing?
I'm good, my darling. How are you
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, we're doing fine. We're blessed, God.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Babies
Yeah, I
are
was
so
just gonna
sweet.
say that. Thank you, Auntie. I was just gonna say, first of all, I think they both knew that they were getting into this. It's what happened that made that guy and the society that we are that made that guy think um he has to lie and say he
Yeah,
didn't know about it. Yeah.
yeah.
But at the second phase of it, I I wouldn't think this is the first time. These people probably have a community that does this, because for you
Hmm,
to carry your full chest that wants to do this, somebody must be behind you.
hmm.
I think this is not the first time this is happening. Unfortunately, their own was just the one that got caught.
That's what Bill said. I believe it now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, their own was just the one that got caught. There's a lot of deceit in the world, and it's not about even just in the whole world. A lot of
Mm.
people would do anything just to get by. Just
To be
like people will
accepted.
say, fake, yeah,
Yeah.
fake it till you make it. It's
Mm-hmm.
also deceit. It's also one of the things that will go to hell, that God has commanded that. So it's just very unfortunate that she had to. The unfortunate part of it that she did it with a true child of God, or maybe like people saying that maybe somebody told the minister. What if nobody told the minister and God just placed it in his heart to
That's a
say to?
possibility. Yeah,
That's also a possibility, because no matter
absolutely.
how bad the society is, we still have children of God where they are. You
Absolutely.
know,
That's true. That's true.
so we can say, and unfortunately, she got caught in the midst of it, and she probably got warned. We can never know what happened. She
Mm-hmm.
probably got warned, and she decided to go through with it. First of all, what I will say to you: God cannot be mocked. You can't
Mm.
mock God.
That's
You
true.
and no matter what you do in life, one thing you can do is mock God.
Mm.
God, that is one. In the Ten Commandments, God repeated deceit 3 times. That will tell you He hates lies.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mark power. Don't bother. What
But when you
you
live in
will
a
not
place
do?
where you cannot be truthful, unko?
Yeah. Well, for everything you do, there is always a consequence, no matter what decision you make. So
Mm-hmm.
be ready to live with the consequences of whatever decision you make.
Mm-hmm.
The same way that Yoruba used to say, "Èèyàn méjì ò kí ń parọ́ fúnra wọn." somebody will know the truth. You cannot be lying and say you are lying.
True.
Unfortunately for him, she did not live to tell the story,
That's
but
true.
the truth is still the truth. That I don't
Mm.
know why people are trying to force what is not of church to church.
Mhm.
Things like this, you cannot bring it into the mosque. Why are you bringing it into the church?
That's it.
You,
That's another angle to look at it. You are right.
you know, if you don't want to belong to the church, don't belong to the church. It is
Mhm.
not by force. Church will not
Mhm.
say, because you don't belong to us, you will not stay alive.
Mhm.
Church is
What if it's
not
the
God.
parents, like some people said, it's the parents that are making them to want to wed in the Catholic Church?
And that it still boils down to deceit of that man that wants to wed. Wedding no be by force. In the long run of it, wedding no be by force. And your parent, if you do not want to be truthful to your parents, but you want to deceive God, the God that
Mm.
created your parents.
Mm.
I do not understand why people go through this. We take God as a face value, but we carry our parents on top of God. Who created parents? Who
We
created?
don't
So
know.
why are
No, we
we?
don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. It's just a. But I think if they are saying that this lady perhaps rented a parent, that
Mm.
means the parents of the man
They said they disowned
they are
her.
not aware. Eh?
Hey, Annie had a baby. Oh my goodness. Annie. Oh, sorry. Ayomi Kram.
That's okay.
I'm
Yes,
so
okay.
sorry. But we
Mm.
have some good news here. I see people saying, congratulations. I'm wondering, why are they congratulating Annie? Annie is the one that gave us Mongo Park. Hmm? There was another name that Annie gave us. Who can remember that name? Annie, oh my God, how did I not know that you had a baby, 3 months old? Oh, Jesus. Congratulations. I love you. I've missed you.
Congratulations, oh.
Pregnancy was keeping you away from this platform. Oh my God. Hmm? I love you. Please send me a picture. Send me a picture. Send me a message on WhatsApp. Do you even know that my WhatsApp has changed? Hey, I've missed Annie so much. Hey, she had a baby and I didn't even know. Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations,
We love
Annie.
you. That's about the fan baby. You see?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Thank you so much, my darling. Send me a message on WhatsApp, Annie. I need to see that baby. I need to congratulate you. God bless you, Annie. It is well with you and your family. You are looking for my number, Annie. I'm sorry. They hacked my WhatsApp. This is the new number. Oh, so sorry, my darling. Take the number that is on the screen, okay? Let's talk. I love you. Welcome back. Congratulations on your second baby. The Lord is good. Congratulations. Okay, sorry, Ayomi Crown. Sorry.
That's okay. That's
Annie is
fine.
our beloved.
Congratulations, Annie. I know.
Yes.
I know.
So she's had a baby like you. We didn't even know about it. Congratulations to you too.
Thank
Thank
you, ma.
you. Okay, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that either way, you're deceiving your creator over your parent, because I think this guy knows, and he wanted to. I think he wanted to cover things. They are claiming that Emanuela has been disowned by the parent, and he moved from. So there was no reason for her not to be able to disguise. She can wear everything as a woman as long as the guy brings to the parents and the parents accept. So I think they're on the same field, but the 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 game the game was between both of them, because
Yeah.
forget the fact that they were dating for 1 year and they don't do career work. But if you are
Mhm.
with a woman, you will know you're with a woman.
That's right. That's right. You are
You will
right.
know you're with a woman. We shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
deceive ourselves. You will
Mm-hmm.
know eh, this org is more than a picture hug. You will know that they are intimate. So
Ha.
this guy cannot tell me
You're right.
that they are
Mm-hmm.
not.
It's the
Yeah,
society. The society. Mm-hmm.
this is the society that made them do what they do, but they did it to the wrong thing, the wrong community, which is a true community of Christ. No matter what, you cannot deceive God. And
Mm-hmm.
if what their priest said was what happened, it might not even be because of this particular thing. It might be another thing that the priest was praying about. But
Yes.
because when a tractor is moving,
Anything on the way is a
Anything
bulldozer.
on the way, anything on the way will be
Anything on
Zame.
the way. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I
So,
said it. I don't know when you joined us, Ayomikra. I said it. I say, even though we have a lot of fake and people that just making mockery of religion in Nigeria, there are still
mm.
some genuine ones.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
and
they are
so
true. They are
let's
genuine.
fear God. I said it at the
Yeah.
beginning of the show. I said let's fear God.
In the Bible, when Moses ran away from where God wanted him to be, and he ran into the forest, and he was like, God, I'm the only one that serves you. Jesus said, God said, look back. In that country you are coming from, I still have 7,000 people that are faithful.
Hmm.
Faithful to me. Faithful to me in that they will not deny me in any way.
Hmm.
He thought he was the only one that was serving God. But God
Yes.
said, look back
Mm-hmm.
and see, I have 7,000 men of God
Hmm.
in this same country you are running away from when he was running from Delilah. So there's some things that are not, you can't comprehend.
That's
No
true.
matter how big or how many. That's why me, I'm one of those people. I will not follow what every other people. That direction everybody is going must not be the true direction, because sometimes too many people are too many problems. So
I like that.
you
Too
have
many
to,
people, too many problem.
yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
you
Thank
have to be
you.
able to critically look at something, and it's and I'm sure the guy self will disappear. It will disappear now because the
Of
parents
course.
will start asking questions.
Because there's a lot of questions.
So
Nigerians are very, very judgmental. You never see anything in Nigeria. In that same Port Harcourt, Agba. You do traditional marriage. You didn't know that you are marrying you are being married to a man. How do you tell her? And his face is on social media. He will collect. As Allah will say, he will collect. Thank you, Jare. All the best to you, my darling. I pray over you and Annie in the name of Jesus. You have no baby blues, no postnatal depression in the name of Jesus. You are going to nurse your babies. You'll be healthy. Your babies will be healthy. And your families will be well and healthy in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, Ayomi Crown. Annie, our Annie had a baby. We didn't even know. Egba me. Aladugbo. Why am I not doing Omugo when Annie has had a baby? I should be doing Omugo by now. Annie, I missed you. Amaye, we're ending the show. You are here, my darling. Welcome.
Thank you. Annie, congratulations. So no wonder we hadn't
Annie,
been seeing you.
I've been wondering.
Eh?
I said, where is Annie?
That is a
My darling
wonderful
Annie with the pitch, with the voice that
pitch
the
tone
pitch
voice.
high voice with a very
Pitch high
smallish
voice.
stature, but the power in her body and her conviction. A 6 foot man doesn't have that
Congratulations. So
conviction.
congratulations, Annie. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Hmm.
So Sister B, everybody don't talk this matter finish now. Nothing remain. As I be back bencher.
Amaya, you dey do
Nothing.
exercise? I mean, which one
I
you
dey
did?
waka.
I dey hear your breathing. So,
The
well,
sun, as the sun come out, I say, no, I can't miss this. You know,
so
say don't the cold since.
you get some for that area, and then with the
Oh
year
yeah.
the shop code, and they
It dey
collect code for body. Eh?
it dey
Now you
shine.
dey enjoy you dey
I'm
enjoy sun.
I'm telling you, I'm
If I'm not
telling
too
you,
old,
sun.
I've relocate come that side. But I'm
I
not too
know.
old.
Oh my God. So this matter, the only thing that solution is not super solution and we need to be focused on. What it
Mm.
don't happen, right? And everybody went to talk say the guy know, yes, he knew, maybe na package when they package and say, since they no one green, now one of those people when believe say they won't marry, they won't make them official. So they will come up with ways to do it. In a society like Nigeria, where they accept all these things. And this now why me, I support say may they put laws in place. Make
Hmm.
people they marry, may they come out, may they protect these people so that they will fit come out and be themselves. Because basically
Yes.
they happen, we say women they suffer in the process,
Mm-hmm.
because they're trying to all in a bid to cover up and not let anybody know. They go marry women, they torture the women, go outside, go they
They're not going to carry away the woman. They go just
they know
abandon you for one corner.
Exactly.
Every
So
day
what
you go
we
to
need
hear, my husband has not touched me in 2 years. My husband has not touched
exactly.
me in 4 years. My husband has not touched me in 1
You
year. Wait till
understand?
happen.
But even that one, me, I get problem with that one though, because if you're dating a guy, come on, come on. Men know they feel resist if they like you. They go, if they only hug, all their body go don't reach 100 degrees. I mean, I don't understand that, for me personally, but I know say some of us we not to know like that. But solution be say, let's try and push to make these people so that they can live openly whatever they want to do, so that so you don't get yourself and
Nigeria, you know why I feel say Nigeria no go? Not in the next so many years. You know why? Because of
I
how
know.
Nigeria. You know,
eh,
you get the idea now.
yeah,
Northern Nigeria.
yeah. Do you
Islam.
understand?
Yeah.
Exactly. But guess what? Though it they happen more over there. Self.
Nigeria, the thing even
Nadia
get
is
headquarters.
Boku. Do you
Yes.
understand? Because you go see them marry like 4 wives, but for
Mm-hmm.
night, right? You go see them call they pick small boys for
Nadia for
streets.
start. Nadia.
You
But they
understand
will
what I'm
never
saying?
accept
So
it. Now the hypocrisy be that now.
not the hypocrisy, it's maddening. But they go accept marrying 9 and 12-year-old girls. Make it make sense.
Now
You
so.
know, is it not just better for you to just live in your truth so that you will free other people? This is why women shine your eye. Me, I'm always big on asking questions. You don't be man before you can't decide say you be woman. Nothing there wrong with them.
What
Everybody
if
know
they
what they
lie?
do.
Somebody thought say if you ask questions, they know still tell you the truth.
My sister, you go find out too. Not be only you know go stop for question now.
How you want? Okay, if you
The
ask question,
other
what do
room,
you want to? Tell
I
us.
go follow you enter the other room. I want to know for a fact now.
You go
Come on.
test, Abi, you go
If
just do kissing.
I go test. What be that one? I must test. So
Chineke. I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no.
go test
Sister
oh.
B, I go test. I beg, leave that thing. I go why no go test? I want to marry you. I no go test. Ah no. I beg, I beg, I beg, I
You want to
beg.
see whether the instrument they work,
Yes.
whether they
I want to
active.
know. I got to test. Now make I know just date anyhow. I go know say they follow person when I know so case. All I go know you reach house. I go know your friends. I go know how you take the role. I mean, no gas you want. How you want to like this life? For how long? People must day when they know you. They go say, wait, now that person they follow you, say news go come out. Social media are wonderful. You will look for how you to investigate. Kilo day, not be this one don't we day now. Not be like
So,
before when social media not do. You go do thorough investigation. Our parents they do them in their time. Why you know one with all the tools that are available now? Which can be your excuse?
so.
So I just think ask questions, find out for yourself. In fact, Pastor Paul had a seminar on this many years ago where there was an issue, there was a case where one guy, where the girl I think a choir person, they married each other, they not touch each other, all in the guys of I want to wait till whatever,
Let's
right? They
wait.
now go
Make we wait.
find out, come find out, say the guy nah, you are a gay. Do you understand? But the guy ran away. They were able to say, okay, the guy should come so that they go. The guy ran away from the church because he don't want, the heat. So he had to do a seminar. It was like a 7-day or 14-day thing. He was explaining to women how to find out, how to know these things. And for men, the men that have high libido, don't go and marry someone with high libido. Pastor Paul broke it all the way down. Anybody that remembers that should go back. I can't remember what year. It was a long seminar because it became like
Which part you dey talk about? So now they Pharisee or
Pastor Paul
NHN?
Adefarasin. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
That's my
understand? He had
pastor.
a seminar about it, and he was not saying as a woman, this is how you know. You understand? A man, guess man, take different from woman. It's just something you cannot miss. Do you understand? You go hug the man, you go if you only last song, the
Make
thing
you
goes,
grab, if na man you be,
hey,
even if you no want test, at least grab the bobby to make sure
I'm
say na
telling
real
you.
bobby.
Now,
If na
Bobby,
woman you be, at least make you take side look, say na real,
hold the thing by mistake. Use hand
banana.
by mistake, hold
Na
on.
in dey there. Don't do as if you dey do you na mistake. No matter how in dey religious, say him be mountain of fire or deeper life where be say na holiness that they preach. Just take style look say that thing you
Yes,
get life. Because if it another thing mama if he get banana or he get cucumber and the thing no dey rise.
exactly.
You
No,
need to
if
check.
not that one, you go know. When I go can't talk about time. If you want
Not
to
be
move
today.
forward,
If you
no be
go follow Pastor Oshola, make you they see women they complain. You say 4 years, 2 years, he never touch me. Why he never touch you? How man go
exa-
there with woman? He never touch you. Wait till happen.
wetin happen. You understand? You know, say sometimes, Sister Bimok, we they talk to our women, we they lie to ourselves. This na the cocoa, we they lie. You already knew, you entered the marriage finish, then you
Some
they
know they
complain.
know. No, some know they
That's
know.
true. There's some that don't know. In that case,
Mm.
I feel sorry for those people,
Yes, some
right?
know they know
So now I
because
may
say our agenda, we like to believe, we too like we they follow. So if the man, if na person is a bit convinced, guess with my tell you say, baby, don't worry. I love you. This is the love of Christ. Jesus is in my life. I just want us to do it the way of Christ. On the day of the marriage bed on the fire, and you go quote all the scriptures. You will convince, say, okay, no, wait. Now
but
you
not be
can't reach
me
that
they
day
feel
now.
convinced with that one, sha.
No, there'll be women
I
they
know
convince you. They'll say Christian dating. Now you can't reach the date. The one I do now wedding finish, do everything for sure. You can't reach and say, oh Benny, how far now? We don't dey wait 2 years, we don't dey wait your reports. Let me see your report card. Uncle go say, no, not tonight. Attire.
as eh,
Sure.
excuse
Story
go
go
come
start
the
to.
enter.
Story go come the enter. You go to say, you tire? Okay. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow. Now so story. Oh, uncle no fit.
You know go
Mhm.
fit
And
meet up.
it not be only men e dey happen to. If it happen to women too, where they dey pressure to marry men, when be say they no dey into men. Every
Exactly.
day go say I get headache, belle dey pay me, the stomach dey pay me. E no go gree because she no like
Exactly.
am. That's the
Eh,
fact.
eh. That's the fact. So I just feel like, hopefully, I'm hoping that one day we'll get to that place in Nigeria where people are free. You see all this thing now when people they poke nose for other people bedroom. Now this thing matter start to they come out.
Mhm.
Prior to this, people were doing these things
And
prior,
getting
since
away.
time
Yeah.
immemorial. And
Yes.
nothing they happen.
And
Now
women know
since
they
people
talk. Yes.
exactly. Since social media don't come, everybody want to be noticed. They want to be known. Now everybody's now asking questions, which is good. It's very important. Question not they too heavy for mouth. Because now that person, now you decide, so, okay, you want to deal with, then you must ask the relevant question.
Once you
Why
don't
do
say
you
I
want?
do, now you and una dey there.
Exactly. You understand? So why you want frustrate yourself in the
Na
process?
so.
Just
Very good
know
question.
exactly what you're looking for and be honest with yourself. And sometimes some people they tell their partners the truth. They go say, "So come, una like this, like this." But I just do one because of pressure or whatever. There are a few of them that are like that.
Like,
But all
of
this
course,
whole thing of you want to get blessing, then because of that, not be people will get blessing. It's not a guarantee that your
the
marriage will
marriage will
last.
even
That's just
last.
the
Of
truth.
course. Well,
Why don't you
Amoye.
just live your life, live the truth.
Pastors no dey divorce now. When pastor don't divorce,
Exactly,
we go talk say pastor no get blessing for their marriage. Now today.
exactly. And
Hmm.
again, now inside a church and mosque, now these things plenty pass. Make we not
Now so.
just go. All the prayer houses, they're plenty, but they are just they use religion, they cover everything. And
Now
more, yeah, how
so.
many pastors and how many imams so they do for back. So I
Now
beg,
so.
make we find solution. May everybody funny see me. Peace to everybody, but please live in your truth. Sister B,
Absolutely.
I love you. I go leave you,
Thank
may
you,
you go rest.
Omoye.
I
Thank you, my
appreciate you.
darling. I
All
appreciate it.
right,
Thank you, Omoye. Lovely to have you as always. Amoye's kinda in the building. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I don't overdo my time today because this topic, I just they catch cruise, they go as I would they talk all the Kerewa matter. See if you don't reach Kerewa matter, I no go want come out for there. I like Kerewa when I make her. When I know verse. So we don't come to the end of the show. When I do well, oh, my people. Thank you very much to everybody that called in. Amoya is gonna summarize it, make everybody live in their truth. I know say Nigeria not be environment where they allow people to live in their truth, but Mona still try because at the end of the days, most times all these things they backfire. They always backfire. For our culture, they raised us to the hide. If you be woman, you're not supposed to like kerewa. What the hell? Why? Why not? I not be human being. I not get blood. I not get water. They flow for my body. Sure. Why I not go like am? Now only men fit get boldness to talk say they like Kerewa. Women, they teach us to suppress our urges and I will suppress our sexuality. You're not supposed to talk. Yeah, anytime your husband say how far, now that time, now me they go call and say, Oga, oh yeah, I'll report. There's duty. You have duty today. If you're not quick, say waiting now. Show. Look, if you are married, never be ashamed of that. In your entitlement, to any, seek it, get it. Make sure you are getting it. If you not get them, and that time you come your eye will come to do a wandering ministry. Why not? Because our culture they teach women to suppress the way where they feel. You're not supposed like kerewa. Why? Why not? I suppose close my eye, off light, they cry. Make kerewa supposed to dey pain. Even I don't bring kerewa matter, no go come over here today. Why not? If you be woman here, you like kerewa, you like kerewa. There's nothing wrong in it. But for these people, I go just summarize to talk, say, you know, first of all, they be product of their environment. Okay, we know where we come from. You're not supposed to, you know, you're either man or you are woman. Okay, but we don't know that one now. Say some people they are different. Okay, there's no tolerance, there's no understanding, there's a lot of judgment and all that. But we dey pray and hope say one day, maybe we'll come to that place of even if we no accept, let us understand tolerance. Monica, you there? Yeah? See, Auntie B, thank you so much. Why? You like Kerewa too? All the people that like it, all the women that are not ashamed or afraid to like Kerewa, put your hands up. Nothing wrong in it. No, the shame. It's a natural thing. If you even enjoy yourself, it go better for you. It's okay. So our culture and our tradition and our religion back home especially no they agree all those things. They only like people. They be themselves, But at the end of the day, all these things they have a way of coming out. They have a way of coming out. So we go continue to preach tolerance. Be you say you no fit marry woman when you no like kerewa. You like woman wey go dey tell you say, Oga, report. Today I need action. Washere, correct man. Why you no go like kerewa? Wetin you marry for if you no like kerewa, no marry. There's nothing wrong in it. I beg. It's okay. I like kerewa. I love kerewa. It's okay. There's nothing wrong in it. But for Nigeria, na another different ball game. May God help people. May the soul of Emanuela rest in peace. It pain my heart say, she deletes. She not supposed delete. But she's a product of her society, her culture, religion, and every other thing. But make we not try to mock God though. If there's talk say for church, say they don't want wed you because of your preferences. No go church, go to deceive people. That one not good. Say Catholic Church, no, they marry same people. People when they're not straight, you go there, they fake, they lie. So that one I don't like them. So let us fear God in all things. Because as much as they get fake, original people of God, men and women of God still there out there. May God help us. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm back tomorrow. I get somebody when want share a life story. So I get a lot of people when they want share a life story, but they try to space them. Because those real life stories, they affect person. So I got a press and the last real life story we shared when somebody came here was the story of Johnny, who came and shared the story last Saturday about how woman for Nigeria use them, one desperado use and take come abroad. I get similar story tomorrow. This time around, this young lady they tell us say, now she use her left leg carry go Israel, go marry Mongo Park, bring and come the abroad. Say abroad, Okpemeji, all those ones where they dey for all those Israel or Asia, so they are abroad different from the West, where be Europe, UK, America, Canada, whatever, Australia. So Israel, now she say she go carry this Mongo Park come from. Mongo Park deal with her. She even get belle. The Mongo Park say, no worry, I go marry you with your belle. The story long. Now tomorrow I go hear the story. I dey here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Join me so that we'll listen to this young lady. Her name is Grace, and she's coming to tell us her story tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody. There's a lot of jackpot season happening. I pray that people learn so that they don't become victim. Because when people they desperate to jackpot, they can do anything, anything and everything. The great story go demonstrate that one because she get belly for another man. This man say, no worry, with your belly, I go marry you. You just want jackpot. But she didn't know. So we'll share that story tomorrow. Thank you so much. Be here tomorrow, bright and early, 7 p.m. from Israel. She took her, she used her left leg, go Israel, go marry the man. Bring her, come here. So, you know, when we're talking about Johnny the other day, as women, they use men, as some men, they use women. That's why sometimes it's not about the gender. And just people trying to get by and trying to use people to advance their life is not the best. Because people always, because it's romantic relationship, human relationship, marriages, people get hurt. And it's not the best. But she will share her story tomorrow. Thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up. We don't get many thumbs up. Oh. Hey, guys. So now I enjoy this story today. Now no just give me thumbs up at all. But if I'm why now? I think someone like me before. Let's say not gonna like me again. No. How many thumbs up? Only 491. And we've had over 1,000 people watching all day. Okay, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, please. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you tomorrow night, bright and early, or afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. It's 7 p.m. GMT. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. Love you guys.